Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of One Shot Wonders. I'm not usually here, so I'm very quickly going to hand over to the wonderful Kienna.
Hi, everybody. Look, there's a behind-the-scenes scratch. It's actually not behind the scenes today, and it will be clear. But hello, and welcome to the season finale of One Shot Wonders. We are here in my fantasy homebrew, Winter Wonderland, and we are going to have some adventures in snow and ice and eternal aurora lit nights. But first, let's go around and introduce who our players are, who they're playing, and pronounce for both. So let me just quickly go to my screen so I see. Yes. So first, we are going to say hello, the Rachel Evil. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, hi, I'm Rachel. I'm at the Rachel Evil on Twitter. That's the with two E's because the second E is for pretension. My pronouns are she and her. I'm playing Agath, a Goliath wizard. Her pronouns are also she and her.
Awesome. This will be fun. And next up, we're moving over to Anikster. Hello.
Hello, my name is Aniek, at Aniekster on Twitter. I will be playing Venus, the Dragonborn Paladin. Technically female, can't really tell.
Awesome. And then we are going to move over to Scrat. It's your channel. Hello. You are muted for us.
I'm totally muted. That's pro streamer life for you, you know? Like, That's just a thing. Hi everyone. I'm Scrat. You can sometimes find me on this channel, and also, on this channel all the time. I'm Scrat. You can use any pronouns you like for me. I will be playing Fergus, who I guess is he him. He's never really questioned it. He's a bit young and naive, really. A lot of fun.
Fergus Fumbleson, glad to reprise the role.
Return of Fergus. Long time coming. And of course, last but not least, we have a recurring cast member, the ever wonderful Kyle Sir Stalwart. Hello.
Hello, hi. I'm back as I'm Kyle Sir Stalwart, back as Blones, the kobold sorcerer, and he, him for both, and yeah, looking to see where he ends up for his final go.
Awesome. And well, before we dive into the game, let's do some admin stuff, shouldn't we? So first off, let's hit up our social links. This is the best way to find where we are, when we're not live here. So you can find us over on Discord, where we have an awesome community filled with people who love the game and who will help each other and support each other. So definitely check that out. As well, we have a Twitter, which is the best way to get into a game like this one. So definitely come and find us over there. And also we do have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on our previous episodes. We are full-time, so thank you very much everyone for supporting us, whether that's through donations or subscriptions or however else. But one of the best ways to support us is through Patreon. For as little as $1, you can help us keep going doing this show. As well, you get some pretty awesome behind-the-scenes exclusive content and articles, so go check us out and support us over there. We also do have merch, so if you like the lovely Academy logo and you would like it somewhere in your life, whether that is on a mug, on a shirt, on a notebook, go and check it out. We have some pretty awesome stuff over there.
I can also tell you right now, there is a code DRESSUP. I'll put it in chat. If you use the code DRESSUP, you can get 30% off on all apparel, which would include all of my merch.
Do that. Go do that. Take advantage of it. And of course, a big thank you to our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Burn the Storm. Mage Hand Press creates some really awesome content, including Dark Matter, which is their 5e supplement to make your D&D game into space. You can see it over on Argo 37, our Thursday viewer games, so go check that out. As well, Burn the Storm creates, again, adventures and supplements. All of the proceeds go to charity. And they're pretty awesome, I say, as I have my giant Burn the Storm mug. So yeah, go check them out. And of course, last but not least, tweets. One of the best ways to support us is to retweet that we are live and that we are playing this game. So, and every time we hit 10 retweets, we get a wild magic surge happening in here. We roll on the random table that has been created by a wonderful community over on Discord. And it can be good, it can be bad, it can just be plain old weird. So get us to 10 retweets and we'll keep that rolling. All right, I think that's everything. All right, so let's set the scene, shall we? In this tundra land where everything is snow and ice and forever frozen, where nights last at this time of year all day long, however, never too dark as the auroras light up the skies and make sure to illuminate the ways for any travelers that come by here. Our travelers today, our adventurers, have found themselves at a small, cozy tavern, settled in essentially the edge of a forest. Coniferous trees that shake off their snowy coats upon those who travel the paths beneath them. However, as nice it is to perhaps travel through this landscape, it's even nicer to sit down and settle in for, well, a nice warm meal, a time close to the fire, where you don't have to worry about the cold for a moment, and you can just sit back and relax. So, our adventurers, where do we find you in this tavern? There's a big, large fire and a hearth with a cluster of tables that are scattered amongst here. There are other travelers who are all kind of either in their groups and sitting and eating and chatting, with servers who are going back and forth between the kitchen and these guests. There's also people who may be headed up to the second floor where there are rooms to rent out and beds to sleep in just for a night's rest. So where do we find all of you during this time?
Far too cold, and I am as close to the fire as remotely possible. Possibly even part of my tail in the fire.
Yeah, so there's like a shadow of Dragonborn.
Yeah, I'm a brass dragonborn. It's way too cold here. I'm huddled.
Nice.
I think Blones would be with his face with his arms up and his face laying in his arms up at the bar. And he'd be, please, barkeep, one more hot chocolate. Don't flag me, it's too early. Please. Just one more.
You've
Hit
already
me.
had like 6 of them. I don't know how you're able to.
It just
Like-
just hit me. Here, it's a silver piece. I've been through too much. They used to call me savior, and I used to be someone. Now my bear suit's starting to fall apart. I just don't have any friends. Please, another hot chocolate. Keep them coming.
The barkeep will just take the silver piece and go into the bag to get another hot chocolate.
Thank you, sir. So kind.
I guess, yeah, hell with it. Fergus will probably appear from the forest. Like, just, you see, like, rustling through the undergrowth, and then bursting from it is this gnome in what definitely looks like homemade clothes. The stitching isn't straight or anything, they're just stitched in any old place. Mainly because there is a vibrant array of colours in his small hoodie and loose pants as he heads into the inn. And he will immediately be looking around excitedly, find a menu, and just sit somewhere and be reading it with vigor.
Agath is most likely in the furthest away part of the tavern from anyone else, just silently looming in a corner, scribbling in an extremely well-worn book that is her manifesto, of course.
Lovely. Yeah, so as all of you kind of are settled in, or starting to get settled in Fergus's case, into a nice, chill evening, when the door opens up once more, and every time anyone opens up the door, a gust of cold air floods into the room, and it always chills everybody for a moment before it gets closed off again. And you see a man dressed in a very large coat. It's kind of bundled up where you can only really see up above his nose, and even then there's a hat pulled down, so it's like you basically just have like the little visor area that you can see. It's this very deep red coat with big fur lined, and kind of shaking off the snow a bit as he steps in. And he goes and he walks up to the bar and sits down. Blown, you get a bit of like snow brushed off onto you.
No one has ever invented a breatheway here. I don't understand why this stuff has to blow in.
It's a tiny, cozy tavern. So trying their best.
One of them scenarios where all the windows suddenly like bulge outwards. I think Fergus will come and stand next to this person at the bar and be like,
Excuse me. Hello.
This figure now kind of starting to undo a bit of their winter dressing, pulling off their hat to reveal a shock of white hair, um, and starting to kind of like undo the very large coat. This guy says, yes.
Hi. Could, I'm not used to human bars. Is there a chair or something I can stand on to order at the bar? Could you help me?
Looks at you and then just carefully like scoops you up and puts you on like the bar stool next to him.
Thank you. Now this menu. I haven't noticed any mention of pine cones, acorns, or any of the normal things that we have in the forest. What's a pork?
All of you are even above like the small murmur and of like, you know, people hanging out in a tavern. There's this you all hear this gnome chatting.
So I'm just gonna shout over. It's what they call a pig when you cook it.
What they call a pig when you cook it. Okay, I'll try too.
To pork.
Yeah, the barkeeper is like, is that an order or is that just you declaring things?
Okay. I was told about this coin, right? No, it's okay. My grandpappy, he gave me some.
He's gonna pull out a small, like, again, handmade bag and just tip out probably about 2 gold, all in coppers,
God.
on the counter.
Is this enough?
The barkeep just kind of has that like dead look in the eyes of like somebody in retail who just doesn't want to show that they don't like what they're doing here. But it's like, right, and just slowly counts out each copper, putting it into little piles. Being like, all right, and we'll scoop it all up into their hands and put it like under the counter.
Oh, wow. All of it? Okay.
And the barkeep will just give you another like really try not to show too much, and we'll take out a gold piece and change for you instead of all this random copper. Yeah.
Wow.
Most people deal not in very small denominations.
That sounds sizes to me.
And shakes head and turns and leaves to tell the kitchen to to make a meal. Meanwhile, this other guest has now kind of started pulling off his coat, and you see this fairly perhaps portly looking man, elven. You think that you can see, and quite old with the white hair and a bit of the a bit of a scruff, which is interesting, and kind of as soon as the coat kind of comes off, she just kind of and just seems to deflate completely.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they just deflated. That's disgusting.
Are you okay?
Like, go to the edge of the stool, like, leaning off it and give a consoling pat.
He's just like, yeah, so you lean over and you give him a pat. Just he goes, Yes, but one not as good as it could be.
Excuse me. I think he's fishing. He wants you to ask, what's the troubling you, sir? That's why I said that.
Oh, I thought he was just like, making a comment, like, I'm good, could be better.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
what is troubling you, sir?
Calling me out. um,
He's just seen it a few times.
Over with like a half-eaten plate, literally the plate, not food, just a half-eaten ceramic plate. I'd like to order another one of these, please.
the barkeep once more is just goes into the kitchen and you hear somebody. Can you get one of like the really cheap plates, please? Like the one that already had a crack in it.
That's fair.
Really pour some hot chocolate on that plate before you start nibbling on it. It's festive. It helps. Helps slide it down. Don't you have digestive problems? You're also muted, like you're speaking to me about the plate, and I can't hear you. No, I mean you're truly muted, like just to the world. I can't. Oh,
This is strange.
your lips tell a story that only I can.
Could be auto volume. If you click next to the arrow in the bottom left on Zoom, you'll see a thing called audio settings. Turn off automatic volume, and that should help you stay at a reasonable level. The automatic volume control, it kills streams.
Tried it, guys.
Hey, you're back. Get back. It's quite okay. Yes, it helps. It should help slide down better. You've got to have some real issues at night if you're eating plates like that.
You'd be quite surprised what I can keep down. It's really, it takes practice, but it's doable.
Oof. Okay. Iron Gut. I know who to bet on in the hot dog eating contest. I'll see you in the summer.
And so, are the chips good for you?
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
You can try. I take the half plate I still have left and smash it into pieces. Want to try?
Oh, take a small piece of plate.
Ow!
The barkeep and all the servers cringe at the sound of cracking.
Yeah, so at all this commotion, I definitely need more to drink, so I'm going to walk up to the bar with my mug and just say, more.
The barkeep knows how to deal with this. And so he'll just be like, right, yeah, yes, of course. And we'll just kind of take the, and give you another ale.
He's so relieved to finally have a normal order.
Just be like, yes, okay, I can deal with this.
And I just drink the entire thing in one gulp.
Nice. This person this man who'd been watching this whole situation, it's just being like, you lot wouldn't happen to be adventurers, would you? I mean, there's only so many odd people out there, and usually, I've found in my journeys that 90% of them tend to call themselves adventurers.
Wait, the chainmail, the shield, the giant sword, or the backpack?
All of them.
I would mostly call myself a gnome. I'd also call myself a Fergus. I'm not sure about an adventurer. I'm just here out of the forest. Is that an adventure? Oh, I'm an adventurer.
Blones will slam down his hot chocolate, turn his head slowly. I used to be an adventurer until I took an evil ice child to the knee. Lost all my friends that day. I lost them. I got lost in the snow. I just can't find them. But they're probably dead because they didn't have me to help them survive. But yes, I was once an adventurer and a hero.
Yeah. How many of those have you had?
Look, you stay to the plates. I'll stick to the hard stuff. Okay. Sorry, just too many to count at this point.
As the barkeep slides the 7th hot chocolate over to you.
My man, I love you, Clive.
My name is not Ovite. It's just
Way too many.
And I just turn to the bartender and say, how much alcohol is in that?
none. It's literally just chocolate and milk.
Hang on, this is an important question. Is it syrup or powder?
Just look at you. Just kind of just syrup.
Oh God, that poor man.
He shakes their head and just like go to the kitchen. I don't want to deal with this.
So, if you're asking about adventures, it sounds like you need something.
And not yes, I'm supposed to make a delivery out to a town just about a half-day journey south. Unfortunately, well, we ran into some interesting things on the way, and I've lost half of my protection, as you can call it, and also have lost several of the gifts I was supposed to deliver.
Oh.
Tragic. Just
My papa said you always need protection.
I think he said that so you wouldn't multiply. Never mind.
What does math have to do with?
I don't understand. So, I think he's fishing again, Mr. Fergus. I think he wants us to ask appropriate questions.
Oh.
To offer to take over the delivery.
That could be one of them. Sir, your delivery. Are you still making it, or do you need to recover your items? Or hi.
He's probably definitely, unless you were trying to hide it, that he's definitely heard your comments about fishing.
We know you've got something to tell us. You've got that big exclamation mark above your head.
I don't know what that could mean. Just kind of goes, well, I guess you could say it's well, I'm looking to hire either to recover the gifts or to help me make the delivery, or both. I could try to make my way down there with half the gifts myself, but of course I'd be willing to pay for anyone who would be willing to help me.
Well, I happen to be a mighty wizard, and she flexes her giant muscles as she says that. I suppose I could help you out with that.
What's the gift?
Oh, well, my brother does a workshop up north creating toys and stuff for children. It was my job to try to deliver some of them downwards. I don't know the details. They're mostly in brightly colored boxes.
Wow. It must be a very important courier. Very good. Okay. I'll need, for my services, at least, I'll need an upfront small keg that I can wear around my neck, and filled with hot chocolate so that I may keep myself warm and hydrated during the trek. If I should turn into a dragon during our journey, I will need full clearance to, sail above you.
You can turn into a dragon?
If I should happen to.
Does that happen often?
No, not very often. No.
Like
Ever.
it to happen more often?
Of course, yes. I'm getting there. I'm just, I'm using a mail service, 23andMe, to find out truly how to unlock and find out which of my dragon genetics will.
Oh, is that one of them subscription-based spell learning things where they send you one component each month and at the end you can cast a spell?
I tried those as well. No, they also worked like the old one where you would subscribe to a bard thing who would send you a song, so many songs, like CDs. Well, you don't know what CDs. I'm from far away. It happens. So anyway, yes. Now, just something to find out. My genetics. Do you understand genetics, Mr. Ferguson?
Well, I know what ticks are, so I guess they're just some sort of blood-sucking parasite?
Yes, they send it to you in the mail, and it sucks your blood, and then they take it and they chew on it, and they can tell you where your family's from. Mm-hmm.
While you're talking, I'm trying to sort of peer into the dragon. What is it, a bear costume? As a dragonborn, I'm really curious how much of a dragon you have under your little fuzzy threadbare suit.
Oh, I'll have you know.
Don't mind me. Just
what are you doing over there?
stepping away.
Careful. It's vintage and it's very custom.
Yeah, obviously custom. I'll grant you that.
It looks like it used to be a teddy bear, but then you stuffed a kobold into the teddy bear. There's a hole cut out for the tail.
I compare tail length.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. You can't compare tail length. That's now you make me feel insignificant.
Ah, yeah. You're the only one who can make yourself feel insignificant, my friend.
2 more hot chocolates and I feel nothing at all.
I wouldn't worry. I've heard tales. I don't think it's length that's necessarily only important. Sometimes it's also like girth, angle, and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Very wise for a small one.
I try really hard.
I'll just turn to the portly elf who looks really sad and go, I happen to be quite oath-bound to help people in need, so I don't require payment. I'll assist.
Looks at you. Just thank you.
Forest Gnome Snowball Champion Fergus is at your service. We have snowball competitions every year. I always win.
Yeah, I didn't ask.
I didn't want you to think I was fishing.
Good. We're learning, yeah.
Oh, great fisher people.
The man is. There's a slight look of doubt in his eyes, but you gotta get what you gotta. You gotta take what you're given, and just kind of nods and says, "Right," and turn to the barkeep. Could I get a? Looks at Blones to try to look at how big of a keg. of and the barkeep just said, yes, Right, of course. And just go to the kitchen. And you on the way you see them like pick up like a shot or something, just like down it for it. And then a moment later you come back with a small, basically a what's
The thing that
those
words have around them.
very large dogs
Yeah,
that
the
have
big
like
dog.
I can't remember what they're called, but this is basically what it is.
A Saint
Saint-
Bernard.
Saint Bernard, thank you. I was like, starts with a B. And just kind of, like, people just slide it over.
Yes, I shall fix it on here.
So now you are wearing a teddy bear body and a Saint Bernard keg of hot chocolate.
I am a rescue kobold. We are few and far. We are few and far between, but we are so effective.
Before you were a therapy bear,
Yes,
and now you're a rescue kobold. Cool.
I am a multifaceted helper
Mm-hmm.
to mankind.
One can be many things. It says so in chapter 73 of my manifesto.
Ooh, ooh. Can you read that out loud, like the whole thing, as we journey?
It's pretty long, and she pulls out this just 900-page book of scribblings and just hands it to you.
I'm
It's,
expecting this to be like font size 4, all over the margins.
oh, it's so heavy. Flip it open, and there are no pictures. Oh, this is gonna
There's
take.
some if you go to page like 230. That's where you'll find some of those.
Ooh, okay. It's gonna take me forever to get someone to read to me. Okay, fair enough. We'll work at this. Work at this. I will learn your story. Tell your tale.
All right. And so this man just kind of looks and it's like, all right. If the rest of you require any upfront things?
I'm fine.
If we come across any like colorful materials or nice shoes, I call dibs.
As long as that excludes the gift boxes, we should be fine.
Ooh. Tricky, but deal.
He'll kind of stand back up and he'll take the drink that he had ordered from the barkeep and just knock it all back before sending it back down. So, right. Well, we could head out now. It's probably best. I think there's a storm coming in soon, and want to take a look for those gifts before they get buried under snow.
Be harder to find them then.
Pardon?
You know, when you took all my money, Mr. Barkeep, will I get a meal before we leave?
The barkeep just like, and at that time, like, goes to the kitchen and brings out the meal. And just, I'm guessing you need. Would you like that to go, or are you just going to eat all that now? Or
How big's the plate?
it's a very hearty helping for mostly humans that are around here. So even for a human, this is quite a bit of food.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, maybe can I have it on a travel plate? Do you do that? Maybe if I take a wooden spork?
Our keep will just take and go back in the kitchen and then come back at it like with a basket. Slide it over to you. That's everything?
I think so.
Right, best of luck, all of you. Goes and just tries to ignore all of you now. Just done.
That's fair.
Yeah. We've earned that.
All right. So you guys can gather up and set out everything that you need, bundle up, however you do so.
Did you
And
get any more directions? Just there's a gift out there somewhere. Good luck.
the man coming out with
Distance.
he's coming out with you. He's not just like
Yeah,
sending you.
well, we might die. You know, it's helpful to know where we're going.
Yeah. And so he's as soon as you step back outside, and you feel the crunch of snow underneath your feet, says, kind of points in the direction of the forest northward. Says, I was headed down or headed from that way when I don't know what happened. Something came out and knocked the and kind of points to what looked like to be a for lack of a better word, a sleigh with a couple of of reindeer, perhaps, pulling it. You can see that there's like seems to be some gifts that are in the back. It says, just knocked a whole bunch of them off, and well, I was already far too gone before I could even see where they went. And then I was headed down and points in southwards. Down that way, there's a little hamlet there that I was headed towards too.
And did you have a name we were supposed to call you by, or is "Hey you, look out" good enough?
He just says, you could just call me Nicholas.
Fergus! I'm Fergus Fimbuson. Hello, everyone.
I'm Agath.
I'm freezing. It's so cold.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Freezing.
It's immediate. And you can also call me Regret. Got a lot of that going on too. Nice to meet you. Very large dragonborn.
Call me Bennett.
Dinner.
Yep. If that's
Yeah.
what you heard, I can live with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, sure. Correct response. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Let me know if you get frostbite. I can help with that.
Just tell them I was brave. That's all.
You start losing sensations in your extremities, give me a shout.
I'm good. My insulation's still good in here for right now. So, is there any other way, Mr. Nick? Is there any other way to find your things, or we just keep walking until we come across where you might have lost them?
I don't have any particular strategies unless you have other ideas. We're just going to head over back that way and hope for something.
Oh.
A direct path sounds best.
Well, the sooner we start looking, the sooner we start finding.
Good.
I'll
To agree
start,
with that.
yeah, we'll start following Mr. Nick.
All right. So you guys just turn again. This tavern's right at the edge of the forest, and so you just head in that way. And as you do, your vision of the aurora lit skies are covered now by the tall pine trees that populate this forest. The snow on these branches shake off a few flakes upon you sometimes when the wind blows. But other than that, it's fairly quiet and peaceful. You can see the tracks of the sleigh that had run through this pathway alongside other footprints and such of people who may have been walking through here, perhaps even Fergus. You hear the sounds of some birds and the chittering of squirrels as they kind of get out of your way and climb up the trees, shaking off more snow. And everyone can make me perception checks.
I'm almost certainly dipping into my basket regularly, which is probably why I'm not seeing so much. As I'm chewing on this pork.
Bones is probably humming to himself and not paying much attention. We're going.
I am apparently intensely focused on finding this.
A nat 20, very nice. And a 15, that's also pretty good. Oh, right. So, Venus and Agus, as you head down this pathway, with Nick, walking alongside with you, he left the sleigh with behind to under supervision of the tavern, and looking around again, you note the sleigh tracks, and you spot up ahead where the tracks seem to jump to the side almost, as if they had been shoved or slid in one direction.
Can we see anything on the ground that would hint at what knocked him off?
And as you continue, you kind of look to see what could have knocked. And Agus, you're the one who picks up. There are no footprints or, anything that kind of lead in an intersecting pathway to this. Rather, there's these kind of like deep, almost large ruts in the snow that meet there. And you're also the one who notices that there appears to be movement, both going from a tree to tree, or behind a tree to another tree.
There's something out there.
Yes.
As soon as you say that, I'll grab shield and sword.
Yes, it's the cold and death.
No, something besides those.
Oh. What is it? I can't see.
As you look back towards that direction, you don't see anything, but you knew there was something moving.
It's not there now. There was something moving. Can't tell what.
Did it look dangerous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seemed, from what you could tell before it disappeared, fairly perhaps humanoid-sized, or a large animal. It wasn't a squirrel or a bird. It was something else.
It was probably just a snowman. There's lots of those out this time of year.
Do they usually walk?
Good question. I don't know how many species of snowman there are, so maybe some of them can?
I'm excited.
Hooray?
Can I use my divine sense?
Ooh. Yeah, sure. You can use your divine sense. This is... Okay. What does your divine sense look like to you or feel like to you when you kind of spread out that...
Well, I really like... my oath is is mainly for agents, so I have to keep connected to make for fake creatures, mainly. Well, I was imagining when I close my eyes, there's lines of energy traveling outward from you into the environment and sending back information like impulse.
Okay.
I think other people think I look pretty dumb while doing it, but it feels really good.
Nice. Yeah, so as you kind of, close your eyes and just have these, lines of energy extend out over you to try to sense if there's anything. You do not pick up any celestial fiend or undead.
Okay. Good. I once ate a Fae by accident, and I got into really big trouble, so I'm trying to avoid that now.
Nice.
Oh.
Awesome. And you just got a natural 20 to use. So part of the donation things that they can gift nat 20s and nat 1s to players. So you now have a nat 20 that you can spend at any point to say, instead of a roll, you're just like, I automatically succeed on it. So thank you, Fox, for that. And as you get to, you finally kind of get to this point of impact, Nick just says, well, this is where I got hit. We just get it out of control for a bit, and then the deer were too spooked to try to stop. So we just...
Did you see what hit you?
No, I was focused on going ahead, and then there was suddenly something, and well, I was trying to keep everything upright. I was trying to make sure that the deer didn't just freak out or were hurt.
Was it a green, hairy creature that had a bad attitude? They're very prevalent in this region this time of year.
Yes, I've heard those are real mean ones.
Yes. Yes. Green bastards is what we call them. But I know it has a proper name, but yes.
No, I don't think so. I think there would have been some green fur or something caught onto the sleigh if it was.
Did we really look at the sleigh yet, or just getting back?
I took a quick look at it. I mean, if you would like to examine it when we head back, if we're able to find the gifts in return.
I wouldn't want to suggest I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. I think having a look would be good.
It's kind of... Therese just kind of does this. It's like, maybe we can return back if you'd like to do that.
Nah, it seems pretty far.
Yeah, you guys have walked like a good, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Here, so.
I think we've already committed to this being away from it then. So.
This looks like a kind of a insurance scam thing to me, really. I'm gonna look around for any signs of, unkosher behavior. I'm just thinking you're trying to file for a loss here, but yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay. Yeah, so you can, are you investigating or perception checks? Just are you looking for anything in particular, or just kind of a general?
Yeah, I'm looking for tracks heading around and away from the crash site.
Okay. So again, you can do perception, investigation, or survival.
Oh boy!
Just take a look around.
I think I'll just take the lowest one. That's that one right there. Okay, excellent, as I predicted. So I guess with the snow, I can barely see over it, so I'm trying to look down. Yes, I've got this all under control.
Yeah.
Anyone feel free to help.
You have to kind of go off the pathway, which means that you're about waist deep in snow as you're trying to investigate.
Well, I'm sure whoever we're going to save won't mind if I tap into this hot chocolate. It's getting cold over here. And I'll put the cork in it. Okay, there we go. Tackling fuel. Okay. and yeah, I'll obliviously look for tracks.
Yeah, you're really not getting anything. And you think at one point you see you find tracks, and then you realize it's just you.
Ah, wasn't I just there? Oh yeah. Shit.
So is there a direction that the ruts seem to be headed in?
Oh, yeah. So now that you kind of, as you were the one who spotted them, so they seem to have come from off pathway and seem to had gone and intersected directly with this the sleigh tracks.
Okay.
And you see kind of out of above wiping out the sleigh, so having come later on, or passed over that ground just a moment later than the sleigh, seem to be headed off and continuing their pathway.
Okay. So while everybody else is searching, I'm just going to be standing there pointing in that direction.
Okay.
Focus has been sitting and eating the contents of his basket before it gets too cold in the snow, and after a while he'll sort of look at Agath and be like,
Are you trying to tell us something?
Probably went that way.
Well, let's go that way then.
Oh, yes. I was just getting ready to point over there. Very, very well, Agatha. Very well. Yes.
You just followed your own tracks for 5 minutes, but sure, you were getting ready to point that way.
It was only 4. I was counting.
Duly noted. Let's just follow the direction Agatha's pointing, shall we?
Go ahead and wave your big tail around. It's cool. It's cool. I'll fall.
I guess the angle helps in the snow.
I'm just continually amazed at the mental picture of this kobold in a teddy bear outfit waddling through the snow and not noticing those are his own tracks.
I'm just not used to seeing bear tracks. That's it.
They're barely tracks.
But that they are.
And as you kind of have to come off of the pathway to follow these tracks. The snow definitely comes up a little higher here, having not been patted down by travel. And so you start following these ruts. And, as you follow through, Nick is again falling behind and kind of humming a bit under his breath to a little cheery tune. And smack dab in your pathway is a somewhat covered bright red box in shiny paper.
How fast is Fergus running for it?
I'm waddling like a child. A puff, a puff!
So are
And
those one of the things you were talking about, Nicholas?
yes, that's one of them. How does it? You guys have been walking for like 5-10 minutes. So you're like, how does it get out here this far?
Do we see any marks around it, like footprints or?
Again, you just seeing these now. All of you are following these large ruts in the snow, almost as if somebody was with a shovel and just kind of with leading it in front of them and just making a pathway that way kind of situation.
At least it makes it easier for us to walk, I guess.
Says you, these are difficult to climb over.
You trying to climb over?
I'll pick you up by the scruff of your neck and put you on top.
Thank you.
Like that.
You should put him on top of the box.
Yes. I figured if it's trapped, he'll find it. And if it isn't, he's happy. So it's win-win.
You are now standing on top of this shiny red box.
Hmm. Well, we better check that it's not empty.
I'll just lift the lid. Like, while standing on it, so I'm sort of bending up the lid a little bit.
I take one step back. Just backing away a little.
Nicholas just kind of, does that. It's like, as you peel back the lid, and you see a little, what looks like to be a teddy bear.
There's
Smaller.
It's a mini Blowns in here.
Don't show. Oh god. Yeah.
Huh? Did someone say there's new fashion line in there? What is? Let me. Can I see? Nick, buddy, old pal. Can I see what's he talking about? Don't hold out on me, Nick. We're close.
She's walking over, to pick up the box. It's just then she'll look at the now bent over lid. Just be like, it's should be oh, okay, one of the teddy bears.
Does it look like it could be almost my size?
It kind of does.
I mean, I've put some miles on this thing.
It's a fluffy white teddy bear.
Ooh, white. Nick, buddy, old pal. Hey, listen.
It's quite a bit
This-
smaller than you, though, Blowns.
Look, I'd like to think I'm slimming down. I've been cutting back on the chocolate intake.
And that was cutting back?
Yes. There was a very dark period for me. Very dark. But I'm over that now. Nick, buddy, listen. It's winter, right? This regular brown teddy bear suit, that white one, it's new. Nick. Well, I pull out 2 gold coins between my fingers. Nick, come on. No one's gonna miss that thing. Can I?
There's a child this is meant to go to. There's a
I
reason
know.
why we are
I'm ready.
recovering these.
I'm right here. Nick, come on. Look, I can stitch this brown one together, and that kid will never know the difference. We'll even find something to put in the eye holes. Nick, please, buddy.
I am really good at sewing. I could fix it up if it would make Blowns happy.
Look at he sewed his own stuff. He's got this. Nick, buddy, I love you. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
I've never wanted anything more than this right now.
Uh-huh.
Nick, buddy,
Jesus Christ.
listen. I work way harder than them fucking elves. Nick, buddy, pal. Come on, big guy. Come on.
Looks
Listen.
like he kind of looks over you in the teddy bear suit. And then looks back over to Fergus. You think you'll be able to sew it back up to like new?
I'm going to produce my sewing kit.
I can!
I'm staying so out of this.
Same.
All right, and we'll just take the white fluffy teddy bear out and hand it to you.
I will receive the teddy bear and I will slit its throat. Ha! And then I'll start pulling.
Stuffing goes everywhere.
Yeah, start pulling enough stuff out.
I'll start
Fin-
gathering the stuffing.
Yes. Finish severing the head. Yes. Never felt so alive. And I'll climb out of my bear suit. Oh shit! I forgot to put clothes on. All right, whatever. I'm all in now. Here we go. And I'll climb in the polar bear suit, naked kobold, action, and
Some things can be unseen, man. I mean, honestly, go behind a tree next time.
I'm sorry. I forgot to replace clothing. It's all good. I try to fit in the slightly tighter polar bear suit. And yes, and I will help Ferguson gather up all the pieces in the dead brown bear suit, and I'll hand it to him. Mr. Ferguson, please, you can bring it back. Only you have the power.
I genuinely do have rustic tailoring tools, so
I already ate like half the stuffing.
Oh, I don't want to tell you where that's been.
I
Oh,
don't care, man.
okay, well.
That's okay. We can fit it with leaves and dirt instead. That'll work just as well.
There are no leaves in this coniferous forest, which is all pine trees.
We'll fill it with pine needles. It'll be extra sensory.
and I only rolled a 9 on my rustic tailoring, so
Mr. Never mind. You got it.
It's looking real sad and barely filled. You haven't found anything to put in the eye holes, so it just looks
Dear
a
Dragon,
little creepy.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just sew them up.
its face like folds over on itself.
You
Dear
just,
Dragonborn,
made, you just made the Chucky of this universe.
oh God. Dear Dragonborn, I'll have you know, I rarely left that thing to go to the bathroom. Just saying. There's a lot of padding. It's very absorbent. Enjoy your meal.
Oddly, not the worst thing I've eaten.
Wow. You are powerful.
Third
You are
most-
powerful.
This is the third most unsettling teddy bear related situation I've ever seen.
I take it 1 and 2 are in your book.
Chapter 60 and chapter 83.
I hear bedtime stories coming.
I'm writing that down on my hand.
The mouth's a little bit gaping as well, where you put your mouth through it. I'm gonna sew that up too.
Yeah, so eventually you create a teddy bear? I say with a question mark.
And air quotes.
Yes. It is certainly a stuffed thing in somewhat of a shape of a bear. Question mark.
See,
If you-
Nick?
If you squinted at it and you didn't have your reading glasses on, it looked like a bear.
See, Nick? What'd I tell you? Mr. Ferguson, he's got stitching for days.
I can stitch for days, alright.
Right. And he'll take the box. He'll put the teddy bear in it. Closely. Let's not open any more of these gifts, shall we?
But what if they're empty? Wouldn't the child be really disappointed if it was empty?
I'm sure there are ways to figure that out without having to take out the thing and do this. Anyways, this is 1 out of... I think I'm missing about 15.
15! Oh god!
Wait, 15 and you didn't bring the sled? We have to carry all of them?
Most of them are not very big.
That's
Have you seen the size of our friends? And I use the term friend very loosely.
Like I said, backpacks.
Well, I'm about 7.5 feet tall, so I think I'm good for carrying whatever.
The wizard is the pack mule.
The wizard is the muscle of the party, of course.
As it should be.
Oh, and we've got a nat 20 for Frickus, and I think we also had a nat 20 for Agus. So
yeah, we've had. Sorry, I've been a bit slow on that. We've had 2 nat 20s for Agath. Binis has a nat 20 and advantage. I have a nat 20, and Kienna, you had a nat 20 that carried over. Thank you all so much for your support, everyone.
And again, you can just say, I want to use this thing, and expend it as a resource.
And we are currently at more than 10 retweets. I don't think we're at 20 yet.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. And Agus, again, you are the one, as you look back at, and this whole teddy bear scenario goes down. you look out, and again you see that movement, but not just one of whatever it is. You spot one like kind of off this way and another that way.
I'm just going to
White.
say to you.
You now catch that it's white. You didn't catch the first time because it was up against others, up against snow.
So I'm just going to say to the others, we're being watched. Something white.
I'm down here. And fresh and clean.
No, something else white.
Oh,
I also have my questions about fresh and clean.
you can taste that, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fun guy.
I mean, if you'd have let me, I would have cleaned it for you first.
Oh, it was very well marinated.
Oh boy.
I'd hate to. Oh, man. Your doctor must really, really love you.
I'm my own doctor.
Oh. Well, you're underpaid then. Ugh.
True. Very true.
So the wizard ranger muscle has found another something
That is
white.
following us, or watching us, or stalking us, or just lives here, unrelated.
Snowman. Sounds like it.
I could try and scare them off.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm
Do that.
gonna build a snowman.
I gotta make a giant.
I build the snowman about 5 feet tall. Really quite quickly, surprisingly quickly for my little gnome hands. And then I'm going to use minor illusion to make it look like it's got big teeth and claws and stuff.
There we go. That'll scare him well.
Okay. So, as you roll up this 5-foot tall snowman, a couple of things happen. Just give me a second. Hey, what's the number for our Wild Magic Surge list now?
Still 614, I think.
All right, Blones, could you roll me 1d6 14?
Oh, absolutely.
And as you finish the all of the finishing touches on the snowman.
Ah, come on, hold on here. All right, so one. Is it slash or?
Yeah,
Slash
slash
R.
R.
1d614.
Oh, okay, I forgot the. That's how I did it. I thumbed up the D. Okay.
We actually had number 1 rolled earlier this week.
Ooh.
Wow.
It was amazing.
The OG. Good
Uh,
things are coming my way.
Yeah,
I'll
things
whisper
are
to you, Kienna.
Hmm?
I'll whisper.
Okay.
Oh, the suit is so. Oh, it's so form-fitting. I feel like I'm wearing skinny jeans. Ooh. I
Like
like
you're
it.
wearing nothing at all?
Well, I mean, yeah, but with padding and stuff around it, nothing at all. Yes.
Yeah. And Bones, this suit is just so cozy and comfy that you're convinced it's past your bedtime and you should immediately find a place to sleep.
Oh,
Right now.
okay. Well, I'm going to try to sneak over to the box this costume came in, and try to sneak my way inside of the box.
Would you like to roll me a stealth check?
Shit.
You're humming to yourself.
Hold my hands up.
And Nick at this point has grabbed the box and is holding on to it now. Just
Nick,
as you
but-
kind of get up close to it.
Nick, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep with my old bear. Just bear on bear action. I'm so tired. Nick, buddy.
Is he always like this? Is this normal?
I don't know, but it sounds barely legal.
Nick, I just. I'm so.
And as you turn back to the snowman, I see this kind of rolling of bluish white energy come off of it. And then there's suddenly a kind of as the arms of the snowman start to move.
I'm just going to look at Fergus and say, what did you do?
I was gonna say, well done. That is actually scary. Nice.
Well, it was one of the things that I learned from the Minor Illusion subscription. That was a 3-month subscription one where they give you the pieces. And...
At the end of the month, you can cast a spell.
Yeah, well, this was one of them. I can make my snowman really scary.
Well done,
Do you want to
indeed.
build a snowman?
And the snowman just slowly turns towards all of you with his giant teeth given to it by its creator.
Fergus, shouldn't it be facing the forest?
It's okay. It just wants to say hello to its creator. I must admit, though, that the spell doesn't normally bring them to life. It just makes them look scary. So this is new for me, too.
Oh, you're still learning. That's very exciting.
Uh-huh. I don't really understand how magic works. It just happens.
Said every gnome ever.
And from behind the trees, you see 1, 2, 3 other snowmen. Bigger than this one, about 6 feet tall.
Fergus,
Yeah.
what did you do? I'm just gonna echo Agath here.
I don't think I did anything this time.
Looks like somebody's been busy.
Perhaps we could, say hello.
Good plan. You go ahead and do that.
After all, I created this thing, and it must have a lot of questions about life and reality and what its purpose is.
You're like a god to it.
Perhaps I am.
I'll start walking up confidently, like chest swollen.
I'm just gonna be one step behind you, though, just to make sure.
Okie dokie.
I'll walk forward and say,
Hello, snowman.
As you look up into it, the head just slightly, the head ball basically just kind of like moves slightly down and just looks at you with his coal eyes.
I don't think it's fair that I call you snowman, so would you mind if I gave you a name? I think Olaf. Olaf would be a good name.
Did you make it so it can talk, Fergus?
I don't know.
And the scary sharp teeth situation that you had just kind of opens up a little bit more into a grin.
I think he likes you, Fergus. Look, he's smiling at you.
See, he's happy.
Yes, this is definitely going positively.
This is fine.
The stick arms kind of come and just start to reach towards you, Fergus.
Okay, you're getting a little friendly.
He wants to give you a hug.
Is this gonna be a hug with the menacing smile? I once saw a creature in the woods smile at another creature like that, and it wasn't giving it a hug. Oh,
Hug
boy.
of death?
Sorry?
Hug of death?
No, more, hey, look, this isn't a hug, I'm gonna eat you!
Can be difficult to tell the difference.
You see
I've gone wrong there.
These other 3 snowmen slowly moving, creating those same ruts that you have been following.
hang on a second, I'm gonna pick up a small ball of snow and press it real hard into my hands until it's almost ice and be like,
I warn you, I'm the snowball champion of the forest gnomes.
I don't think they're impressed.
Having been made out of snow.
Yeah.
So, and as you call this out, the snowmen quickly pick up their pace. And I'm going to need everyone to roll me initiative.
What a surprise.
I am sleeping in the tracks.
You're trying to sleep.
Yeah, it's so cold in
Oh god.
Okay.
Did I have advantage? Did I hear that right?
If you would like to spend it, yes.
I think I'll use my advantage for this and keep the net 20 for later. And hope I go over 5. Hey, there you go.
Okay.
Snowmen are so fast.
The snowmen are very fast.
Oh, yeah.
And snowmen next. And then, then Lounge. And then Agus. All right. So, Fergus, with a snowball being pressed into your hands, and this snowman coming for a hug, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep hold of the snowball for now. It's not actually been aggressive, but I am gonna try and make it look a little bit less scary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast color spray.
Okay.
And color spray, I believe, sort of works a bit like the sleep spell.
Okay.
Let's just get that. No, you're not gonna pop in chat? Okay.
Yeah, how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect? And it's blinded, right?
Yep, blinding. But I'd like it to like change colors so that it's almost got like rainbow patterns in it, like a smoothie. A slushy, sorry. You know, like a slush puppy.
Yeah. Alright, so you attempt... No, this is not the music I wanted. Thank you, 20. Yeah, yeah, so with that color spray, you dye this snowman with its big grinning teeth in a rainbow colors as its coal eyes get coated in whatever this is, and now it's blinded. So that's that snowman 1 blinded.
Yeah, yay!
Yay?
Yay, question mark?
A question mark. It seems like it kind of stops and is trying to feel out with its stick hands.
Deck the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. It is now the... it is now, well, the snowman's turn. And so it is, well, the one in front of you, Fergus, is going to attempt to try to grab you. It is blinded, so it's going to do this with disadvantage. Jesus Christ. So with a nat 1, it just kind of like claps its hand above you.
Does that look huggy or does it look mean?
You don't know.
It's clapping for you. It's applauding your creation.
I'm gonna go and stand behind it.
And
I don't like it.
it totally misses. The other ones are going to come up onto the rest of the 3 of you. And on Agus, that's a 16. That hit.
It would if I don't cast shield, so I'm going to cast shield.
Very well. So yeah, it comes and tries. It seems to attempt to grab at you, but you just deflect it off with your magic. Very nice. And then on Blones, that is a 9. And yeah, I'm guessing that misses. And on KiennaS.
I hate to do it to Blones, but wouldn't it have advantage because Blones is prone on the ground?
And asleep.
He's not currently asleep. He's trying to find a place to sleep.
We're all just keeping him awake.
And Venice, that is a 19.
That is exactly my AC.
Okay, so it will hit with that. That is going to be... it is going to grab you. And as it does, this intense amount of cold is coming off of it. And you are going to take... well, first make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 16.
All right, that is a save, and so you're only going to take... You're going to take 1 point of damage.
Ooh, I'm very frightened.
As this, it kind of just cold onto you. All right, it is now... It's your turn, Venice.
Cool. Battlefield-wise, there's 3 big ones, 1 small one.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of them conveniently lined up for me?
Not particularly. They've kind of all just kind of targeted each one of you.
Fair enough. Then I will simply, I'll return the favor of the one who just grabbed at me, and I will also exhale on him.
Very nice.
He gets a dex save.
Alright, they're not super dexterous, so let's...
I was hoping they weren't.
A 5.
That would be a fail, yes.
Yeah.
In that case, he gets a nice fire breath across his pretty little face. I don't know if they intensely dislike fire, but he gets 5 fire damage.
Yeah, that, as you breathe this fire upon this, you see bits of it start to kind of melt away. Yeah, they don't particularly like fire.
Very weird.
You know.
And I'll stand where I'm standing.
Very nice. All right, Bones.
I'm just so tired. Has Nick set the package down somewhere else yet?
No.
It's the only cover I have. I need to find somewhere to say, "Get off me! Get off me!" All right. So, as the snowman that was trying to grab at me, is there any snowmen behind him?
No.
We close, so we're not close to anybody. Okay.
It's kind of well, it's kind of like you were kind of in a clump, or kind of scattered out. So.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Snowman. I don't have time to play with you. I gotta go to sleep. So I'm gonna cast Burning Hands in its face. I'm sorry. You have to.
I just want to sleep.
Just go away and die. I'm so tired.
Okay.
And Burning Hands, what's that? 3d8? Find out. Spells. Burning things. That's not 3d6. But okay, so yeah. Just
All right. So as you do that, you start to melt away a fairly good portion of its torso as you just.
Yes. Go away. I'll talk to you later. I'll kind of look around for somewhere to lay down to sleep.
All right.
So tired.
So as you do that, cool. Now it's Agatha's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to look at the one that attacked me and do the very wizardly thing of hitting it with a stick as I cast Green Flame Blade and attack with my quarterstaff.
Very nice. Yes, you can hit it with a stick. Nice. All right. Yeah, so make that melee attack.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh.
With a nat 1, you attempt to
I don't
hit the...
suppose I could use one of those 20s there.
No, you gotta declare it before you
Oh, well.
roll.
I'll try to hit it with a stick anyway.
You try to hit it with a stick, and it just you miss as your swing goes a little bit wide.
Oh well.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool. Fergus.
So, just to be clear, how many of these are standing now?
There were 4 that are standing.
There are still 4.
You got basically one in front of each of you.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my little snowball at the one closest to me, the one standing, in front of me, the blind one, and I don't think this spell is technically gonna damage it, Kienna. Essentially, I'm going to cast Snillock's Snowball Swarm, which would usually cause snow to fly up from the air, forming snowballs, hit anything within a 5-foot radius, and deal cold damage. What I'm kind of hoping will happen is that the snowman will just become a series of snowballs. I am within 5 feet of it though, so I'm definitely taking the deck save for this, but
Okay.
So lumpy.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. I just need to make a deck saving throw for this. With a solid 8. Nope. Okay. So as you cast down this flurry of magical snowballs, it doesn't hurt the snowman, and you manage to kind of roll out of the way. But the snowman, having been blinded and not being able to see anything, is being surrounded by these snowballs, almost as if it's starting to be piled onto it. As it's getting amalgamated into less of a snowman and more of a snow pile.
It's so lumpy. Oh gosh.
I'm not sure if this is working or not.
Being smothered by tiny versions of itself, it has to at least be traumatic.
I can't see.
If nothing
Still
else, I'd have months of therapy after this.
Yes.
And essentially, you have enough of it that you can kind of only really see the arms and like the carrot nose out of it. The little snow lump. And it is now the snowman's turn. Again, they are going to attempt to grab at you, Agatha. As you have missed with your swing with a 21.
Well, that's definitely going to do it.
Right, make a Constitution saving throw as it grabs you and attempts to breathe cold upon you.
Oh, jeez.
All right, you're gonna take full 8 points of damage. As you feel this intense cold just kind of wash into you.
Good thing I'm very sturdy.
Yeah, you are sturdy. But also you feel yourself kind of freeze for a moment, and you are going to be frozen for until you can make your saving throw on your turn. And it is going to attempt to do the same things to Blones with a solid nat 1 there.
Yes. Still ain't got me.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants to
it
touch you anyway.
It attempts to grab you, but the way that you've melted its midsection, it kind of just falls in on itself a bit. And then Venice is going to try to grab you with a 12, which I'm assuming is also going to miss. So, And then with the one that has been snowballed, I'm just gonna roll up a thing.
It's gonna curl up and cry because it's just so miserable right now.
Roll for existential horror.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So as the snowball situation goes on it, there's a moment of stillness as you just see like the arms outreached and a little bit of the carrot nose. And then that same kind of bluish white glow seems to encompass the snow around the snow lump. And you see it kind of shift again, and now the entire snow lump has amalgamated into a snow monstrosity.
Fergus, you made it bigger.
I can't hear you.
Let it snow.
Thanks. Great.
I'm really trying.
Now
Try
it's an
less
abominable
hard.
snowman.
So now it's a little taller than 5 feet blob. Snow. But that was its turn, is trying to figure out what we're going to do at that point. Venus, what would you like to do?
I'll leave Fergus to his own mess. I'll just focus on the one in front of me. I think, it didn't like fire, but maybe it also doesn't like steel, so we're just gonna swing with the longsword.
Okay.
Which is... Sorry, I didn't make any fancy macros in
No
Roll20,
worries.
so I have to do everything by hand. An 18 to hit?
An 18 will hit, yeah.
Excellent.
You slice into this one.
For 8 more damage. And I will add some wonderful, delicious smite to that as well.
Very nice.
Because I can. For 10 more points.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you just kind of slice into this thing, and you take out a solid chunk of this snowman. It's still standing, but it's kind of off balance.
Cool.
Like it kind of seems like it's like
Sort of toppling.
yeah, it's trying to keep itself like together.
All right.
And we have a nat 20 in for Blones.
Thank you very much, Dream Bros is returned.
Thanks, yay.
Nice. Yeah, so you have definitely made an impact on this thing. Has basically imagine like the middle side has been like off to the side, and it's now trying to upgrade itself.
Nice.
All right, Blones.
Okay, so Blone's still tired. Still looking for that place to sleep. Oh, we gotta get rid of these things. They're ruining it. I can't sleep with all this commotion. I'm gonna kind of like stumble away from the one that I'm dealing with. He'll take the attack as he stumbles sideways, and then kind of right myself and squint and look at the fight. And then actually go. Yeah. Is the snowman gonna attack him as he stumbles away?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And then I'm gonna stumble.
A 19.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah. It's not going to grab you, but it's going to rake at you with its surprisingly sharp twig hands.
Oh, you're ripping my new bear suit.
Yep.
God.
I'm going to take just 2 points of damage.
Okay.
It does rip into your new bear suit.
Oh man, such a jerk. So I'm gonna stumble over. All right, I got this. I'm gonna use my nat 20 that River just gave me to on the first of my scorching ray attacks.
Okay.
I will use the first one on the Agath, the one that's on Agath. I don't want to kill Mr. Ferguson's creation, so
It's now very rainbow colored. snow lump.
Okay, so this will be another 2d6. I'll roll the
Very nice.
2d6 for the crit. Okay, that's the 12 fire damage,
Okay.
and if it's still up, I'll shoot it with the second one.
It's still up, but you have melted like a good half of it.
Yes. Go away and let me sleep, you jerk face assholes. Second shot.
Yup.
Yes. Another 5.
Very nice.
All right, I guess I got you back. You get me somewhere good to sleep here in a minute. Another
Yeah.
one. Sorry. I started falling asleep, falling over as I was shooting.
Yeah. And this third one just kind of goes off and like hits up into the trees, and a big clump of snow kind of onto the ground.
Oh, sorry.
But this snowman that you just fired a couple of scorching rays into, like, basically, I guess you just watched as like giant holes have been like melted into it. It looks like it's barely keeping itself together.
Nice.
Cool. Agus, it's now your turn.
Okay. So I have to make a save to unfreeze?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use the nat 20 for that.
Oh, right, yeah. You just, after a second, you kind of, and you just basically just snap out of this cold.
Okay. Alright, and is that it for my turn?
I will allow you to make an action if you.
Okay, I will attempt to green flame blade whack it with a stick again.
Whack it with that stick. Hell yeah, you're gonna whack it with the stick.
For 14 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
How do you dispatch this snowman?
I just bring this stick up over my head and just slam it down right through its middle and just pulverize its head.
Nice. So as you just kind of slam right down with your green flame stick, you watch as it almost as if it melts before your stick even like quite touches it. But with the actual touch of this stick, you manage to divide it cleanly in half, and it just falls apart into snow pieces.
Cool.
Very nice.
Yay.
All
Alright,
right.
that's it then, even.
Fergus, you have snowman.
I have a question. We're
Yes.
like following a path, right?
You were following a path.
Is this path straight?
No, it's been fairly straight, yes.
So would it be fair to say that all of the snowmen and us are fighting in a roughly straight line?
They weren't when I asked.
They weren't before, and yeah,
Ah.
they're kind of.
Okay, that's fine. I will cast invisibility.
So brave.
Your very colorful gnome
Nope.
had noped out of there, or seemingly poofed. All right, it is now the snowman's turn. Cool. Again, the one on you. Bonus will attempt. 11 bonus. I don't think that hits. So.
Nope.
Oh right. And the one that was on Blown's is going to turn and try to follow. The 22.
Shitballs, yes.
Make me a Constitution saving throw as it grabs you.
Do not grope at me, creepy snowman, for I am. Okay. What con save?
Mm-hmm.
For I am. Just don't touch me. Just don't touch me.
All right, you're only going to take 3 points of damage as you get, once again, very cold.
the winter, you can still kill a snowman.
Blows down.
I'm up.
And this rainbow snow lump.
Rainbow snow.
That
What's going
Fergus left behind for us as he
This-
disappeared.
Yeah. It is
Wait,
also
I
still
remember.
blinded. It's blinded and you're invisible. And so it's kind of very confused. It doesn't know what to do. And it's just going to try. With a 10. So I doubt. So that's just gonna, it's just kind of like blindly just waving at just what remains of his little stick arms.
It's just so sad that it can't see how fabulous it is. Like, that's the real tragedy here. You made it all kinds of awesome, and then you blinded it.
And it's just going to kind of turn in a direction and just start moving, trying to go somewhere. All right, KiennaS.
Yep. Well, I do believe there's still something wet and snowy in front of me.
Yes, there is.
I will once again attempt to murder it with my sword. Like, one
Very
day
nice.
this will work.
Yes, attempt to murder with sword.
Yeah, it says rolling the dice on D20, but it's taking very long. Probably
Yeah, and roll
calculating
20 does that
how
sometimes.
awesome I am.
17 will hit.
Excellent. Let's see. I'll just tell you now I'm adding smite and just roll them all at once.
Okay.
That one. For 16 damage.
Oh, right. 16. How do you dispatch this snowman?
Well, previously I saw Blones decapitate a bear, and I feel very inspired. So I'd like to just sort of cut across the throat and decapitate the snowman. And then once again down the middle, so the arms sort of go, ooh.
Yeah, so you swing your sword, and the head of the snowman just kind of topples off and rolls away, being the snowball it is.
Haha.
And then you slice down half of it, and just kind of, again, falls apart into little snow pieces.
Do I have movement left? Because I'd like to turn and move towards the
Yeah, you can move.
colorful, blobby thing.
Yeah.
And, try and pick a fight with that one next.
Cool. Yeah. It doesn't seem to notice you. It's just kind of headed
It's
in a direction.
I will be right behind it.
Cool. Bones.
Okay, so yeah, this seems to have everything under control there. I guess Rainbow Bright's the only one left, right?
No, you've got one on you.
Oh, that's right, the one on me. That's right. Yes.
Your own.
My own. I don't like it. I guess I'm going to go against my better judgment and try to plunge my little bare hands into it and run electricity through it, because it doesn't conduct electricity or anything. So, sure, this will end well. And I will, I told you I'm not interested in what you have to offer. I'll try to attack it.
The 19 that will hit.
Yes. And zap your ass. Ooh,
Nice.
So I'll shock it, and as it's standing there gyrating to the beat, I will just walk away and start walking over to KiennaS. That was very well done. It's, the cutting and the thing. Can I sleep in your backpack?
Sure.
Okay, excellent. Just whenever you get a chance, just put her down here. I'll crawl in. We'll call it a day.
Yeah, will do. Are you okay? You don't look okay.
I think it accidentally ingested. I put Benadryl in the cocoa. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with dosages. Yeah, I'm fine. Really, I'm fine.
Yep, sure
Thank
thing.
you.
Totally believe in you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'll wait for to drop her pack or whatever, and gotta find us place to sleep. And that's it. It's my turn.
All right, Agus.
All right.
Yeah, there's the one that's kind of is shocked and stuck in place for now, and then there's big old Rainbow
All right.
wandering off.
So I'm going to leave Rainbow Lumps alone for right now, and I'm going to go after the one that was attacking Bloom.
All right,
And I'm going to once again Green Flame Stick.
green flame stick.
Ooh, 11.
An 11 will not damage it. Like it basically you hit into it, but it manages to kind of keep itself upright.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Fergus.
Fergus the Brave.
Is hiding over in the brush somewhere.
Of course you are.
Not doing anything.
I think I'm gonna use the distance spell, and the one that Blown's just shocked, I'm gonna shock it too. I'm gonna use my sorcery points to make it, you know, go distant.
Okay.
So I'll be hiding somewhere within 30 feet away from Blown's, and I'll just make it look like this second shocking blast is exactly the same as his shocking grasp.
Now 15 will hit. Very nice. All right, this snowman had been shocked several times now, and my brain is doing math.
Talking all. Woo!
It's looking as if it's barely holding itself together. But you have shocked it from your little hidey hole in the bush.
Excellent.
It's the snowman's turn. A shocking grasp. I don't think I can do anything right now. I can't. Let me double check on that. Shocking grasp. Okay. So this snowman, having been shocked a couple of times, seeing that the rest of its snowman comrades have been either cut down or turned into something, it turns tail and starts to run. Or run like a snowman can.
Was it by any chance within 5 feet of me when it tried to do
No.
that?
Not this one.
Pity.
Is it within 5 feet of me since I tried to take a whack at it already?
Actually, yes. So you can
Okay.
attempt.
Punch it in the face.
Regular quarterstaff. Nope.
You swing, but just a second too late as it just starts to limp away. Like you can when you don't have legs. Alright.
Slither away when you don't have legs?
Sort of like a snail.
Ew.
Kind of. They're a little faster than a snail, but. Alright. Finish, there is Rainbow Snow Monstrosity.
Rainbow Snow Monstrosity is still in front of me.
Yep. Currently just going off.
Just, rainbow bright, frozen, disgusting grossness. Very cool. I will once again use my longsword to attempt to murder it.
Okay, you got this, you get this with advantage. As you are from behind, it cannot see you.
Okay. One. And that one.
23 will definitely hit.
Wonderful. I'm getting really, really sick of these guys. This is going on forever. I have presents to find. There's a kobold who wants to sleep in my backpack. I am using even more smite than before. I am over this.
Very nice.
26 damage.
Ooh, boy.
I am so done with Snowbright.
Yeah, Snowbright. You hit in. You hit into it, and as you do, a huge chunk of it just comes sloughing off of it.
Excellent.
As now there's rainbow-colored snow on the ground.
As a, entirely your discretion. As a bonus action, can I pick up Blones and try to sort of nudge him towards my backpack, and he can like try and crawl in himself?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
All right, I'm just gonna grab the teddy bear thing with a tail and just sort of goes, there you go, little buddy. You just hang in there, all right?
Whoa! Yes. Yes, I'll hang in and crawl on a ball in here and this. Ooh, what's that in here?
No touching. Just sleeping. No touching.
All right, fine.
I really didn't think about what I had in my pack when I put you up there. Just have a nap, okay? Just go to sleep. Just it's fine. It's fine. Just yeah, this is good. Just yeah, don't look.
Okay, it's fair enough for this time.
No, I didn't think of the sound effects.
You know, I was sleeping kobold in a polar bear suit
Yeah,
in your backpack.
in my backpack going me. The noise is going to be the most aggravating.
These are
Wait,
horrible.
We'll have to do good deed. We have to do good deeds where we can. So
All right. We'll jump out of turn order just because the Rainbow Bright's not doing anything. It's just trying to figure out where it's going. And the other remaining snowmen have either left or are now just snow. Would any of you like to do anything to Rainbow Bright's snow pile here? Or...
how far away did the fleeing one get?
Oh, pretty far. It would take all of its actions to GTFO.
Well, if I have something ranged.
Yeah, it's already like it's got to about
Okay.
60 feet or something, and it's going between the trees.
On the one hand, I want to kill Rainbow Bright. On the other hand, now that it's semi-helpless, sort of wandering around, I kind of just want to shove it around a little and see it wobble.
Okay, yeah, you can just kind of you just push a part of it, and it just kind of like topples in onto itself.
Like,
It's
Agatha, look! And I shove it towards Agatha.
The rainbow blob just kind of it's basically like a snow cone. Bright colors. As it just kind of like if any movement or things that you do to it that just like pushing it or molding it, it just kind of molds into this new shape.
That is amazing. Can I try and make it look like Nicholas?
Sure.
I mean, he hasn't done anything.
No, I would. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of role that is. Attempt to make like Nicholas.
Performance?
Yeah, I got a performance check.
Performance goes on charisma, right?
Yep.
Oh, I have fuck tons of charisma.
Be careful handling the yellow snow.
No. It's all colors. It's fine. Go back to sleep.
Okay, fine. Oh, the ham sandwich in here.
Don't eat anything you find in there. Oh, it's
Alright.
only a 10.
It's about the same size and shape as Nicholas, but you try to get like the face, and then you just when you do the thing where you just keep working on it and you work on it too much, and then you're too far down this rabbit hole, and you're like, well,
Also, I didn't really look at Nicholas before I started this.
no, and he currently now has his coat and his hat, so you can only see like the eyes and the bit of the nose.
I turn to Nicholas and go, ta-da! It's you!
He kind of says,
No?
if you say
Yeah.
so.
Oh, fine. So let's just decapitate this so we can keep going.
I think it looks like you.
Says the patch of snow next to you.
Jesus Christ. Where did that come from?
Oh, sorry. Looks like we got a new.
Oh, that was a smart move. I was about to start feeling for you with my sword.
Feeling for me with your sword.
Anyway, should we decapitate Snowbright and go, maybe?
Perhaps we should let my creation live. It may find purpose in life.
Yeah, I'm gonna decapitate Snowbright.
Okay. Yeah, again, it's blinded, it had no idea, and you just decapitate it, and Rainbow Bright is now just a pile of rainbow-colored snow.
And I still have a sleeping kobold in my backpack.
I love that you just made something that looks like Nicholas, said, "This is you," and then
Well, you know, you have to keep them on their toes. Do we need to deal with whatever is happening here, by the way? I mean...
Prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation. No, you'll be fine.
How much does the kobold weigh?
This is Kobold Post 8 hot chocolates and another sip from the keg. Also, in carrying a keg of hot chocolate.
It's a pretty heavy kobold, is what I'm hearing.
It's a pretty heavy kobold, pretty heavy kobold.
That could be pushing 60 pounds at this point.
Ah, that's fine. I have a ton of strength. No, it's fine. I can carry this. Let's keep going. Let him have his nap.
Oh, curled up like a kitten in there.
I'm not even encumbered yet. Let's keep going. Okay, the noises need to end. Can someone close the flap?
Yep.
Agatha, you're pretty big. Can you just sort of...
I'll just go.
There we go.
So now slightly muffled.
Wonderful. 14 more presents to go, right?
We got so many presents to find.
Well, maybe the rest of them are like more concentrated.
If they're all by themselves, this could take a while.
I have a wonderful plan, and stop me if you don't like this. Let's all split up.
I wish I'd taken that fly subscription. Okay, let's split up.
Excellent plan.
All right.
You're so smart, Fergus. I never would have thought of that. Who gets Nick?
Oh, you mean we're gonna split into parties? I thought you just meant we were all gonna wander in random directions until we find all the presents.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's what I
have
said.
blown, so I'm already a party. You should have friends. I have blowns.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that means I'm with you, Fergus.
Yay!
Nobody wants Nick, huh? This is awkward.
Well, I mean, he's kind of just there.
I build another little snowman.
There you go, Nick.
No, Fergus, no. Remember what happened last time.
I won't illusion this one.
Even as you start to build the snowman and you put the complete touches on it, you can sense that bluish whitish glow of magic.
I've only
So
got a
I
little
create
one this
bonfire
time.
on it.
Like a tiny one,
Yeah.
like this big.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts to move at all, I'm going to create bonfire on it.
Thanks.
I've got a great idea. I've always wanted a puppy.
I'm gonna try and build a snow puppy.
I approve of this wholeheartedly.
What could possibly
Give me a
go?
performance check to see how well you can.
Oh god. If it
Make
looks
a
anything like the bear.
Hell, I'm using that. That's 20, Kienna. This is the best damn snow puppy I've ever done. I'm taking my time with this.
What breed is your snow puppy?
My breed of snow puppy is Snoopy.
Ah, Adorable.
A Snoopy snow puppy. Amazing. Yeah, you just quickly, well, not quickly. You make a snow puppy.
I'm taking out things from my sewing kit and using them to like put fine details in and all sorts.
This probably takes really long. Can like we leave him to it as we wander off to go do whatever the hell the quest giver asked us to do?
Yeah. Yeah. Those of you who are wandering off and who are awake, you can make investigation or perception checks.
Yeah. Hopefully this one will be slightly better than the last one. Investigation or perception, like whichever one's better.
Either one, I'm fine with either.
25 for a net
20.
20 without actually using the one someone bought me.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. So as you leave Fergus to create his snow pup.
I'm assuming Fergus can follow the trail my tail makes.
Yeah. Actually makes his Snopey, not his Snoopy. Yeah, you guys wander off and you can start kind of looking around and as you follow along the lines of the where the snowmen might have come from, where they've gone, you see you find more presents. You see kind of like sticking out from the snow as if they had been dropped. You collect
Gathering them.
Yeah.
Putting them on Agath.
That's fair.
and they're definitely of different sizes and different colors of red and green and blue and silvers, all quite shiny. So
It's a good thing Fergus isn't here.
and as you collect, you kind of are following almost like a pathway, as if you don't see them in like here's a pile of them. You're gonna kind of like here's one, and like 20 feet down there's another.
So we're still walking and walking and we're walking.
Yeah.
Does Blones wake up at any point? Because at some point Agath is gonna have their arms full. I'll just keep piling presents on my back as well.
Yeah, I
So
think after
under a number of parcels.
yeah, I think Bones wakes up at like the 5th package.
I put it on his head.
I think you double booked me. It's question here. Oh, do I feel any rested or back to normal?
Yep, you're back to normal, but you are currently buried in boxes.
I'm gently swinging as I wander through the forest.
I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm gonna cut your bag open if I can't get out.
Use the side. It's fine.
You have a hatch? Well, shit. Yeah. I'll
No,
use that.
just make like you're small, right? Just make like a tiny cut. I can't be bothered with the boxes. Just don't drop my shit.
But it'll fall out. Whatever. I'll do what you said.
No, don't drop my shit. That's all I'm saying.
I make a cut big enough for me to like birth myself out of. Like
I'm picturing Ace Ventura and a rhino right now. Yeah. Yeah. With the teddy bear suit, this is awful, and I'm there for it.
Pressed against my eyes are bulging out of the hole.
As soon as most of your nose is out, I'll just grab it and yank. I'll help. I'm super helpful.
Yeah, you just grab it. Yeah. A couple of things fall out with it too, like the sandwich.
What did I tell you?
Look, it's whole. I didn't eat it. Now it's probably not bearable to eat. I should probably eat it off the ground.
Oh, it's okay. I can fix it.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
We're fixing second breakfast.
Yeah, you catch up behind with a snow dog.
Oh, look at it. It's so well crafted. Who did that?
It looks so lifelike.
Wow.
And Nick is following behind as well.
How many
Oh, hey,
presents do we have so far?
You have about 10 of them.
So we need 5 more? 4 more? What was it?
4 more. You have a total of 11 now with Nick.
Okay. Okay. 4
and he-
more, and then south.
Yeah, and he's been putting he has a bag now that he's kind of pulled out from a pocket and will offer to take and hold on to.
Yeah.
And they've all been just kind of individually in a trail, sort of.
Kind of.
Okay.
Almost like
I
we're
thought you would be
being led
concerned about I
somewhere.
had a higher wisdom score than 9.
I do have a higher wisdom score than 9, and I'm very excited about what's at the end of this trail.
All
It's
right.
gonna be good. It's gotta be good.
Do you want a better snow dog?
No.
I'm gonna try to pet it. Walk over to it. Is it nice?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to pet it.
On animal handling.
Oh shit. Times are tough. Times are tough when Blones is rolling animal handling. Oh.
Yeah, you managed to kind of just start petting it. It's cold. It is made out of snow. But it lets you pet it.
I have blessed you, Snow Dog. You shall live a long and fruitful life. Obey your master, and take care of him well.
I don't know if the snow dog understands any of this, but
Yeah, I'm just whispering because I heard it.
Is it doing that dog thing when it's looking at you like it does, though?
yeah, it has its head tilted. Yeah.
I'll be satisfied and walk away, back up to bed.
So you guys can continue following this pathway of presence if you would like to.
Obviously, there's bound to be something exciting at the end of this.
Oh, look at them, they're so shiny.
Yeah, you spot another one, Fergus, down the way.
Making a break for it.
Yeah, well, at least he's doing something rather than turning invisible and hiding.
And as you rush towards this package and you pick it up, you look up, Fergus, and you seem to be at the edge of this section of forest. And you see in front of you what looks like to be a fairly large log cabin. Smoke billowing out of its chimney. 3 floors tall, it's large building.
How many
Uh,
feet ahead-ish?
Sorry?
How far ahead-ish?
It's you can see what looks to be a front door about let's say 60 feet away from you.
Alright, I'll move up another foot and I'll use Divine Sense again.
Right. So you thank you for the cheer, Wandering DM.
Thank you, Wandering DM, for the cheer, and it would seem that hashtag charity is a thing again, you guys. So whenever you make a cheer in chat, if you put hashtag charity, you'll be raising money for direct relief. They did this last year as well, so, woohoo!
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you, Simon.
And if there's anything you would like to do with those bits, Simon, just put it in chat. Okay. Yeah, so you divine sense outwards to the entrance of this place. And as you do, there's a slight tingle of something. And you kind of have
I
to
haven't-
pinpoint. Seems kind of fiendish.
Ooh, you guys, there's something good in there. God,
Look
let's
at
go
it.
kill it.
You look as though you're tingling.
I
What is it?
am tingling. I'm tingling in many special places. There's something kind of, sort of, maybe fiendish in there, and I am so happy. I haven't killed something fiendish in forever, and I have this oath, and I've been really lagging, and everyone was making fun of me, but this time we're gonna get it.
Fergus is gonna come up and tap you on the back of the thigh, just like,
There. It's okay.
It's been really rough, but this is a really good chance to get into it again. Thanks, man. Yeah,
That-
let's go.
Wow. I thought the snowman needed therapy.
Yeah, it takes one to know one, you know. Yeah, let's just go.
Let's fulfill your dream then.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Of me or the feed?
I think pretty much the whole situation.
That is probably very wise.
I'm gonna stay behind Venice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Shield of Faith before we go in.
Yeah, and likewise, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself before we go.
Yeah, that seems like a good precaution.
I don't suppose, if we're gonna fight something, I don't suppose you guys have any sort of, like, healing magics, do you? Because I kind of hurt myself a fair bit when I was fighting that snowman.
I only have the exact opposite.
Fighting your snowman? First you hugged it and then you disappeared.
Yeah, well, but then I also turned it into a snowball frenzy, and some of them snowballs hit me, and now I'm nearly at half health.
Oh my god, that is half health for you? I'm sorry. I am sorry, that was rude of me, and I should not be rude to those in need. So there, tiny little, not so brave spellcaster one. And
You see where I hid now?
Yeah, every pat on the head, I'll use lay on hands. How many hit points do you
5.
need? 5. I can do 5 very easily. So I'll just pat you on the head while I insult you for 5.
Yeah, Fergus was my the character that I rolled. I rolled all of his HP. He started with 8. He's got a -1 Constitution, so he started on 7. And every time I rolled, I think I got a 2 or a 1.
I am laughing with you, not at you. No, I'm laughing at you. Yeah, no, I'll just lay on hands you back to health. Pretty sure I'm the only one here that has healing, so
Yay!
know. Stay close, little buddy.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, that's your war face. That's adorable.
Nah.
I mean, roar.
Rawr.
I'm just gonna go slightly in front and to the side of Fergus, so like my shield sort of covers him a little, because I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, I've gained a protector.
Also, Simon requested that we each have a wild magic surge.
Okay, and an advantage as well to everyone. So,
Yes.
so you all get advantages, but all of you will have to roll me 1d614. I'll pop it into the Zoom chat so you can just copy and paste if you don't know how to do that.
All the freeze.
Oh, 3.
This, Kienna, don't do
Yes?
this. Don't do this to me.
Yes.
Don't do this to me. Don't
Yes.
do it. Don't do
Oh,
it.
I was so close to 16.
Don't do it to me, please. That's all I have.
I'll let you re-roll that.
Oh! Okay, so for chat, the wild magic surge was target forgets how to use spell slots.
Oh god.
Which is literally all Fergus is.
So I'll let you re-roll that. Let's see how that goes. I'm nice, guys.
You are. You're such a kind and benevolent DM.
I was just saying, don't all DMs say they're nice before they annihilate you?
You know,
That's what I
just
do when I
did
DM.
that.
Okay, Venus. All right. You look at yourself, and you don't see yourself, as you are currently invisible to yourself for the next hour. Everyone else can see you.
Guys, can you see me? Am I still here? Hello?
Yeah.
I see you.
You can't see us?
Yes,
Right.
I can see you. I think I can see me.
Maybe it's a defense mechanism.
I can
For
feel
your ping-
myself. Yeah, no,
Chapter
all the important bits are still there.
Yeah, not in public.
Chapter
Good point.
75 of my book says that all people are prohibited from seeing themselves by society.
Oh,
I seem to be taking your book very literally, and I might take class with you later.
to explore
I'll
this.
present you a copy.
I guess, can you re-roll that one? Just because it's not... Doesn't really work.
It's not horrible enough.
All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, Fergus.
That is never a good sound.
I have a feeling this one came from Monster Hearts.
I love Monster Hearts though.
I have a feeling that has Dingo and the Sasquatch written all over it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna pocket that one. It's in effect, but I don't think it will really activate. But it's there. And Bones.
I'm ready to
Hi.
receive it.
This says that you and a companion next to you will act like a comedy duo. I feel like that's already been happening. So, it's there now. It's formalized.
In case you were wondering, you're the sidekick.
I was hoping to be the lead, and you were just there to support me, but fair enough. Fair enough. I will be the sidekick. I'm already in a fucking bear suit. You know, let's not split hairs here. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. So are you just sneaking up to the front door, or are you just gonna walk right up?
You just told the paladin there's a fiend in there. There is no sneaking. There is charging.
Let's blow the bloody doors off!
That's the spirit, Fergus. I'm just gonna let you do it.
Are there doors?
I mean, I'd rather save the spell slot. I've been burning them pretty quick.
Are there doors?
There is a front door.
Can I just sort of go straight for the door? I mean, I'll just face check any trap.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of what I do. I don't have great survival instincts.
You know, that's fair.
It's kind of a miracle I made it this far. Let's be very honest here.
Yeah, you can just kind of go and...
Yep, that's the thing.
All right, pal, lead with your face. You got it.
Well, leading with my tail is very awkward.
Oh. Just face check it, like literal. Just face.
Well, I'm not getting down on all fours, so I'm hoping traps are at eye height.
Oh.
All right, you just head to the door.
I just head
What's
to the
that,
door.
Snurpy? There might be traps.
Yeah, your snow dog will take in your warning. Traps.
I'm doing the whole. Yeah.
You guys just march to the door. Nothing happens.
Wonderful. Can I vigorously knock on the door?
Yeah, you can pound on the door.
Yeah.
As you pound on the door, there is no answer.
Does the door feel particularly locked?
You try the handle, it seems locked.
Yeah. Does it seem particularly sturdy?
It's pretty sturdy. It's
I
a
am-
solid wood.
Can I still, despite all indications to the contrary, attempt to kick down the door to get to the...
You can certainly try.
on the other side.
You can certainly try.
What do you roll to kick down the door?
Roll me a athletics check. You do have advantage that you may spend if you would like to.
I think this is a good moment to spend my advantage.
All right.
Let's see, that one and that one. I will. Either a 24 or a 22. So I'll take
Yeah,
a
so
24.
So you just kick down this door,
It's been nice knowing you all.
and the door just slams to the ground.
I
Now enter.
a shield, longsword, onwards to face the fiend.
I would
I'm
like
just gonna assume the rest is behind me.
I'd like to take my mage hand, cast mage hand, and gently caress the side of Bennis's face. Good luck, child.
Get off me.
Sorry. I just felt you really needed that positive reinforcement. I'll be back here behind you.
Far, far behind me, I assume.
Yes, I have your back. And then I will gently caress your back. And then you may go. Yes. Just there we go.
Oh god, just stop touching me.
You listen. You're gonna accept this. You ate teddy bear filling soaked in urine. It's all uphill from there.
Fair enough. You make a valid point. I'm still going to mainly focus on what I assume is a fiend facing me, ready for smiting.
Yeah, so as you get down this door, standing there is a short gnome looking thing.
Hey, it's one of my people.
No. It is in fact an evil fiend. Don't fall for it.
Hello.
Can I... Is it just standing there?
It's just standing there, just like where the door had been kicked in, it'd fallen like right at its feet. And it looks up and says, "Oh, hello. We weren't expecting any guests today."
Are you a fiend?
I just ask people for
That's kind of a very personal question to ask.
Can I, while Fergus is talking, just double check with Divine Sense?
Oh hell yeah! This is a fucking fiend.
Yeah. Fergus, don't talk to it. It's lying to you. Can I just start hitting it?
Oh God!
Yeah, sure. Just go
I
ahead
just
and
want to fucking hit the fiend. I don't like fiends. It's a thing.
make that attack.
I will take the natural 20 I have been holding on to for a very long time. I will also...
You hear the snow dog starts barking as you start to.
Was that Snoopy? You don't like it?
Snoopy knows what a fiend does, okay? Snoopy's down for this. No, I will use the natural 20 I was given before, and I will also use my highest level smite for this again.
Very nice. All right, yeah.
Do those dice also double?
Yeah, as
Or
far as I
the
know,
damage-
smite
damage
double as well,
wise?
don't they?
I believe so.
All done.
Okay.
Yeah, everything doubles.
Everything doubles. Yes. In that case, I will be rolling this plus that one. And then whatever I roll now is double. Is that enough d8s? That is not enough d8s.
Be careful, Bennis. I don't think this is one of Nick's boys. It must be one of them Keebler elves.
I'll do 29 times 2. damage.
Cool. Yep. Yeah. That. How do you effectively just utterly destroy
This fiend.
this fiend? Yes.
Yes. Well, obviously it's a radiant sword thing, so my sword lights up with white, gold, green. There's little vines around it. And so far, decapitation has worked really well for me. So I'd like to once again just go across.
Yeah. So you just absolutely destroy this tiny little
Gnome fiend.
gnome fiend.
I also make, once he's down, I make a little check mark on my armor.
Amazing.
It's like a little crackle between Fergus's hands as he was preparing to cast something, but he just sort of puts it down like,
Oh. Wow, that was great.
And the little cheery green hat that this gnome was wearing had fallen off as well.
Any cloves we find are mine. We agreed.
You look like you fit right in, Fergus.
Did he just wear his hat?
Yeah.
This tiny little triangle hat.
Look, it's green with a lot of red. Oh, that's blood. Never mind. It's
And a few scorch marks.
Prestidigitate, prestidigitate, prestidigitate.
Yeah. Looks like you could fit right in.
Creepy. I'm gonna keep an extra close eye on Fergus now.
And hey, are its clothes on the ground as well? Are they like a bright color green?
They're also green.
Oh, I'm gonna take out my scissors and just start cutting strips out of it.
Lift up this corpse and just start cutting sections of cloth out.
You can't waste bright material like this.
Clearly.
I'll take your word for it.
Do you know how difficult it is to dye tan material?
No.
It's really hard.
So all of you can
No, I
step
don't.
in, to this breezeway, where you have just murdered a fiend gnome.
What else is in here?
As you look down the way where the breezeway leads to, you see a larger room that, as you step in, reveals itself to be what looks like to be a workshop of some form. You see people. You don't see anybody in here right now, but you see a couple of boxes of the same shiny wrapping material, but they're opened, and you see a couple of the toys are laid out. You see a doll. You also see like a toy wooden train.
This looks nice.
Yes. Hey, Nick. Is any of this stuff yours?
He kind of peers in and looks like mine. Who? Looks around. Who? Why?
Oh, you needed to know why? You didn't tell me you needed to know why before I could have decapitated him. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just very confused.
Outsourcing.
Like a bootleg operation?
Yeah.
Maybe they're contractors.
Do the toys or the wooden train and stuff, do they look okay, or do they look like someone like stuck little needles in them, or?
You can take a better look at them. Make me an investigation check as you kind of just.
Who hurt you, Anik? Who hurt you?
Oddly enough, no one hurt me. I'm just naturally twisted. Let's see. Investigation, not my strong point. Yeah, no. That's an amazing +0 right there. 3. Yep. Those are toys.
I mean, I can be insightful sometimes. Like, some of my people know how to make toys, not me specifically.
And you'll notice that they're laid out on tables that are about, comfortable for a human, but they have what looks like to be almost like steps up to a platform for anyone shorter.
Can
Like
I
a fiend.
go and
To
have a
see.
look at them as well?
Yeah, you may.
Was that insight or investigation? Sorry.
Investigation.
I'm actually better at that.
19.
Hmm.
Nice.
I'm gonna take out a pipe and a deerstalker, which I keep in my bag.
Hmm.
As you do that, as you start looking at these toys, you kind of pick it up and you flip the doll over, to examine it from all sides. And you notice a unusual stitch along the back of this cloth doll.
They're stitching. They've not used a very high thread count. This is awful work.
Ooh, maybe they're using it to smuggle drugs or gems.
Well, I can cut it open really easy. The stitching's awful. I'll just take my scissors and cut along the seam.
Yeah, you cut along, and you can start to kind of open up into, the bits of stuffing inside that gives the doll a bit of body.
I just start passing the stuffing to Binnis.
And
I was
embedded.
just gonna say, I'm just gonna go, yeah. That's flavorful.
As you look in, embedded into it is a little sliver of a stone, a crystal perhaps, that glows. And make me an Arcana check or a History check.
That's with a +5. Oh, I have
Yeah,
advantage as well,
something
damn it. Never mind.
Something about it's just like, this is weird.
Weird, but I'm getting a magic weird vibe off it, right?
Yeah.
Can I eat it?
Before you do it, I'm gonna try shocking grasping it.
Aw, I wanted to eat it really bad.
You can eat it in a second.
He's
Okay.
cooking it. You don't want to get salmonella from a
Yeah,
crystal.
I do. Essentially, it's gonna be like the buzzer handshake. Just
Okay. You do that, and you see this crystal just kind of crack.
Aw.
And now you realize it seemed to have had a faint blue glow to it before, but it was so small that it was hard to tell that it was emanating any light. But as soon as it cracks, it fades into this dull blue.
I pass
Thank
it
you,
to.
folks.
I pass the pieces to Binnis.
Less appetizing, but I still eat it. Yeah.
Yep. You eat it.
It's just crunchy.
I'm gonna try and take apart the train and see if I can find another one of these things.
Yeah. Now that you're looking for it, you have to kind of pull apart a couple of the pieces, and you find another one embedded on the underside.
This time I'll just pass it to Binnis.
Right, can I take a
Yes, you
look
know
at
you want to.
So yes.
Sorry, can I take a look at it first? before
Yeah.
you-
Yeah.
I'll hold it out, but I'm not relinquishing it because I want to eat this one while it's still crackling.
That's fair. So I'm just going to try and do Arcana.
You.
All you magic people are so fancy.
It takes you a moment. It's a small piece, right? It's been embedded into a toy. Like, this is like a message stone or something.
Are you done? Can I eat it?
I suppose, but
Crunch,
maybe your
crunch.
stomach will start talking to you.
Does this one taste funny?
It has that little bit of like pop rocks. Thank you.
Ooh, those are great. Do we have any more of these?
I mean, we can just bust open all the
My
toys.
mouth goes a little numb, but it's still good.
Yeah. So. But yeah, you're like, this is kind of like a form of a message stone. Very small, but
So yeah, I'll let everybody else know. Like, it's apparently some sort of message stone, but
You hear that, Benneth? You're going to be talking out the other end here soon.
I was just gonna say they're not gonna like what they hear very quickly.
Cup your ear and hold your nose.
now that you're in this workshop area, you also see that there is a doorway leading to another room, and there's also a set of stairs leading upwards.
Shall we?
Yay, stairs! Maybe there's a slide!
And Fergus will run up.
I'll follow behind Fergus.
there's probably
Again, with
something else for
shield
you.
ready to take whatever punches flying towards him.
You're also
Focus.
followed by the snow dog.
Yeah.
Follow us.
The pads of its feet are kind of melting a little bit.
I prestidigitate to make him cold.
You have to do that occasionally.
Yeah, I look after my snow dog, yeah.
But it's leaving little like wet footprints. And Nick will just kind of take the toys and try to fix it up a bit, put in a box, and
Should we make sure all the stones are out of the toys Nick is taking?
it seems like Fergus, you're pretty certain that you got all of them out, but you're still missing a few boxes.
Fine. Well, I believe Fergus was sprinting up the stairs
I am.
for as far as a gnome can sprint.
It's sort of more like, the toddler shamble up steps.
Yep.
Thump, 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 thump.
And actually, as you do that, you realize, Fergus, off to the side of these steps, which are kind of made for people, for humans, you see smaller inset steps, as if they are more made for people of your size.
Oh, well, that looks much easier.
Run on those instead?
Yeah. It's like double the amount of steps you have to take, but it works. And as you get up, you are, you hear the sounds of talking. Coming from, perhaps you're in a hallway again, perhaps in another room. A bunch of people talking.
So, is this the boardroom meeting? Should we go in and...
Yeah. Fergus
Yeah.
will listen.
Just sort of stand over him. About 4 foot higher.
So you lean in and press your ear up against the door. Make me a perception check.
Get a
Is
minor
this Ferguson or both of us?
Oh, for Fergus and Venus, both of you. You're both.
I'm going to use an advantage on this.
Okay.
Door? What door? What voices? What are you on about? Nothing's happening.
Well, you hear some voices, but it's very hard to parse out anything that they're saying.
I'm in the zone. It's just me and the voices.
Fergus, as you kind of lean up, you hear voices, but you also hear the sounds of perhaps things moving around, as if like plates and forks scraping against each other. And with that perception, you also smell a bit of food. This seems perhaps a dining room.
They're eating.
They're eating!
Yeah, there's plates and forks and food.
I open the door. If they're eating, I gotta be there.
Okay. So you just the door open.
And I just sort of go, food? Food.
There are a couple of long bench-like tables, pretty low to the ground, as there are about 12 of these gnomish creatures.
I looked at Binnis.
Are they good?
I divine sense before I answer, because at least I'm not a complete idiot.
Hello, they are all fiends.
They are not good.
Are they in a
evil,
line?
Evil,
Are they-
evil.
Are they in a line because they're sitting at benches?
Are they in a line? You told me they're in a line.
They are indeed in a fucking line.
Hey!
Hey!
I wanna use the thingy with the.
Like they all pause in like mid-eating and talking.
On the one hand, I'm very excited they're in a line. On the other hand, I'm very excited they're eating, and I'm not sure which one is winning right now.
And you see like one of them, like a bit of like mashed potato just like falls off with a fork. It's just, like,
I'm going to empower this.
No.
okay.
That's not a surge. That's not a surge. I'm going to re-roll the 2 2s. So
Okay.
add 8, essentially. No, add 6.
Add
so
6.
37. 37 points of damage to anything in a 5-foot gap in a straight line.
Wow. Oh, don't hit the food, though. Don't hit the food. I want to eat that later.
I have a feeling the tables might turn over.
I will eat off the floor.
You should watch us just lightning bolted right through 12 of these fucking gnome fiends situation where there were these gnomish creatures. There is now ash piles and a bit of scorching on the wooden bench.
That
I
felt
will eat
really
mashed
good.
Potatoes.
There are still mashed potatoes on the table.
I will go eat the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Mage Hand and swish the ashes off of a place. Push the ashes off the bench and then sit down where the ashes were.
I have a moment of sadness as I'm like, oh, they were wearing bright clothes.
Oh, they're there.
Venus,
There's
can you
fruit.
add the gravy, please. like we were, this is for us. Thank you, dude.
Just I will.
Do you think they have some sort of like underlying plot or scheme that we're just not paying attention to?
I take a bite out of the table and just sort of look at you.
I believe my question still stands.
Not sure how evil they could be. I mean, they're eating mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Does it? Alright, let's be perfectly honest. We're only getting paid / credentials / marks in our book of good deeds for finding and returning parcels. Does it matter?
I guess not.
All this food, Venus, and you're eating the table.
That's not food.
No, that leaves more for me. Yes, yeah, sure, that's normal, sure. Agus, Mr. Fergus, would you like to sit down? I mean, you did clear a spot for us, Mr. Fergus. You can sit down and partake.
Well, I'm definitely going to be sitting down and eating. Free food.
Yeah, so I guess this is a very low table for you. So like,
They all are.
yeah. But even then, this is made for gnome-sized creatures, so you're kind of having to like sit on the floor directly, because sitting on the bench would just not
I'm-
help you.
I'm
Okay.
roughly 7 feet even, so
Yeah,
I
both of you have to
Aga
kind
can
of sit.
join me on the floor.
Picture Venus sitting beside Blones like a parent sitting with their child at a tea party.
Yeah. Little imaginary teacups.
Thank you.
Imagine all of the silverware we have is like tiny too, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
Venus does not use silverware ever. No need.
All right, so you start eating where there used to be 12 other occupants. Okay, yeah, you dig in for a bit. And yeah, so
What's Nicholas
standing
doing?
there, looking a little confused.
That seems fair.
I just look over at Nick and I point at the food and I say, food?
Yes, I can tell. Are you right? And he'll just kind of like lean up against the wall.
I offer him a plate with nothing on it. Food?
I figure it's a good job that you hired us, because these are probably competition, right? So we're taking out your competition for the giving kids free presents.
Also, they're apparently fiends or something.
Definitely fiends.
Venus says they're bad. If Venus says they're bad, then we get to go poof.
Oh yes, I don't know if their competitions much just they've been taking the gifts
Just
and doing
evil.
something with them.
Evil.
Should we just destroy the whole building?
After we get the presents.
And the food.
And
And the
I
food.
guess that as well.
maybe the stones. They put the stones in the gifts so that when the kids get the gifts, they then use the stones to talk to them and convince them to do evil ways. Hold
Like
on, I
you
need to
play
get
a
some.
record
And
backwards
she
and
starts
to
digging.
murder your parents.
Yeah. And I start digging in my bag and pull out like a little tinfoil hat and put that on.
They're out there.
Fergus is sitting there like, snare rap, real red rum.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm trying to say murder your parents backwards.
Oh, I don't think red rum's in there.
Oh no, it wouldn't be red rum, would it? Could it be like murder, redrum?
Yes, better. I think. I'm not that smart. If you say that's right, it's probably right. Is there also like alcohol, or is it just food with water?
It's just food and
Blue wine?
a kind of a creamy non-alcoholic drink.
Oh.
Maybe
Don't
it's-
give this to Bloons, he'll get fucked up.
Just a sip. That's all it takes for me. I'm a lightweight.
That's fine, I'll carry you back.
Hooray! Love your backpack.
Yeah, I mean Fergus to stitch it up a little.
Oh, I can stitch it away.
So, Nick, buddy, pal, where do we go from here?
It's awful.
I mean,
It's not terrible. It's serviceable.
I'll take serviceable.
He says, well, we should, I guess, try to recover the rest of the gifts, take out any tampering that they've done, and try to avoid being found.
Wasn't there another floor?
There
There
Yeah,
was another room.
there seemed to be another room in here and another floor.
Floor
So-
first?
I've got about one more of those big electric things in me.
I'll take. Is there like a bowl of something left that I can like carry in one arm with
Oh, yeah.
the sword in the other while we go to the next floor?
Yeah, you can totally grab a bowl of, like, I don't know.
Bowl, sword, and upwards or downwards, wherever the other floor is. Spinnis doesn't care. Up it is. Hello? Hello?
Hey, just calling out with a mouthful of,
Whatever. Something.
more mashed potatoes. Why not?
No. Oh, give me one's here.
You call out to this third floor. So again, it's a hallway, but there's a large door in front of you.
I learned this from Fergus.
Roll me perception checks.
I'm so bad at this.
I don't have an advantage anymore, but you do.
I do have an advantage, but I may also need it to murder someone. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. See, 20. It's fine.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't hear anything.
oh, I take my mage hand and get the mashed potatoes. It's hanging out of Bendis's mouth and take them and push them in. There. Now talk. Now you.
Better?
Yeah, better.
Yeah? Okay.
That's a lot better.
Shh. Try to listen.
You listen in, and this time you hear the little kind of clangs of perhaps hammers.
Oh, that doesn't
and
sound edible.
And you also hear some voices. You hear something like, all right, this next package is done. Just you're the one that has to package this. And you hear, yeah, I got this. And you hear those voices like, all right, hurry up. I don't have enough time to dally on this.
Guys, they're not eating.
Is that good or bad?
They're just working. It sounds really boring.
Should we go and destroy everything again?
Oh, let me check. I have like 3 more divine senses, so I'll just use one.
All right, you have, about 5 of the smaller pinpricks, the ones that kind of match the weird gnomish fiend
Fiendish.
creature. And then there's one very big one, like bright, glowy.
Guys, there's like a bunch of little ones, fiend-wise, and then there's the one that's gonna get a mark like right there and not just over there. We gotta kill the big one, guys.
So, shall we burst through the door, lightning bolt, and then you go and smite anything that's left?
That sounds
Wait.
excellent, yeah.
Before you do that,
Oh,
though,
hang on.
hold and I'm just gonna walk over to Benai, and I'm casting a spell upon you, and you suddenly find yourself about twice your regular size.
But I'm still invisible to myself, so I only know the floor is suddenly further away.
And your head kind of bumps into the ceiling.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, weirdest day ever. Awesome. Killing evil things. Fergus.
Wow, you're so goofy now.
Fergus.
Oh, bye.
I'll open the door. Are you lightning?
Yeah, he's rubbing his hands together, and you can see like static shocks coming off it. I still have a sorcery point. Yeah, I still have loads of sorcery points. I'm empowering this one as well.
All right.
Just whatever's in there, I'll re-roll the.
The 1. And
Yes,
the 2.
the 1 and the 2. Add 3. 32 points of damage. No surge.
Yeah, okay. So the door just gets fucking knocked off its hinges by a ginormous dragonborn.
Yeah, I'm like, it does enlarge double my size?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like 14 feet tall.
Mhm.
Wow. That is... Yeah.
That is a thing. And as you do, Fergus, you in, and you just, like, once again, fucking incinerate the tiny gnome feet.
Oh my.
Your kill count is amazing today.
It usually is.
Yeah, and inside, you see, you see what used to be gnomes, now ash piles.
Oh, did we check if they were good?
They're all evil. All evil.
Okay, that's a relief.
I signed off on this.
And you see what can only be described as a bunch of perhaps mirrors all on the walls, except they don't show reflections of the room. They seem to peer out into different places, and they seem to be almost like a very microcosmic view of different rooms. Almost as if through the viewpoint of dolls and teddy bears and other toys.
Nanny cams.
Oh no, this
Yeah.
is just creepy in all sorts of ways.
I'm really not focusing on any of that. I just want to go to the big blip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to run past Bennis charging up a fireball above my head. Where's the big one? Where's the big one?
Yeah,
Where is the big one?
you duck in, and you see a creature, almost kind of blue and white, as if it's made out of ice. Kind of very, but still has that devilish look, with the large extended claws that kind of extended to almost black.
Creepy.
It's an ice devil.
Creepy.
It's there.
Yeah.
I would like to, I mean, you dashed in front of me? Look?
Yeah, just running past you, yelling to you.
Yeah, no, you soften it up, I'll finish it off.
Oh, that one? And
All
just
right, so this is basically a surprise round, so all of you will get an action, whatever order, to just. Fergus, you already kind of did yours to destroy all of those fucking tiny fiends. So, the rest of you can do as this creature kind of turns with surprise. That
Because
is-
we were very quiet and subtle.
Well, I mean, it was very quick. Of like,
Fair. I'll wait for the fireball to go off. I don't want to be caught in that.
that's fair enough.
I'm kind of dexterous, but not very.
Okay, so this ice devil is gonna do 20 plus, let's see. 20. So we'll take half the damage. But wait, hold on. You have to check something. Oh. Okay. Yep. But you will still damage it. And you realize, as you look at it, Finis, as you are somewhat of an expert in fiends and stuff. This is not a healthy looking ice devil.
Ah.
The blackness that seems to be creeping onto it is not normal.
I'll just yell to the rest. Oh, it's a sickly bugger.
All right. What else do people want to do?
Can I close the distance to it?
Yes, you can.
30 feet movement. Wait, do I move further when I'm enlarged?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We'll just say 30 feet.
I would very much like to run up to it. Like I said, I have no real sense of self-preservation, so I'll skip the shield and just dual hand my longsword into its face, if at all possible.
Sure, yeah.
I like to imagine Blones catches the mashed potato.
Yeah, no, the mashed potato got dropped when I started running, so I hope someone caught it. I still have an advantage, which is my last one.
Yep.
For 22.
A 22 will hit.
Excellent. Let's just stay true to form and add some more smite.
And you get an extra D4 from being big.
Oh, nice. We'll add
Just all the damage.
because it's just too confusing for me. I'm not that smart. That one.
Praise.
22 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you just start to carve into this thing. As you just... Yep. Real fucking
Radiant blade, much carving. Oh,
Okay.
no, I did not do enough damage on that one.
No?
No, because I was using a two-handed
Ooh.
a D10 instead of a D8. So skip the 5 on that one
Okay.
and make it a 7 for 24 damage.
All right. Yeah, you carve with one swoop into this devilish creature.
I would like to yell, "Die, fiend!" as I do so.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, I got 2 natural 20s, right?
You do.
You do.
So I'm going to use my second one for a green flame stick.
Yeah.
So, and it rolled a natural 1 when I actually roll it.
Perfect.
So that would be 23 bludgeoning and 8 fire.
Nice. Yeah, you just start to just beat up onto this thing. I'm doing math in my head.
Is that the crunching sound?
Yes, that's the crunching sound. It's both both the stick into body and math brain situation. All right. So with this, you guys just not dead, but are severely injured as you have fired and hit and slashed into it.
Well, that's what you get for being a fiend.
This is all you. This is just a fate. Okay. It is going to. All right. Everyone needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, good. $13?
14.
All right.
I'm
As you do this, there is this creature kind of holds up a hand, covered in its bluish blood, and a wall of ice forms between it and the rest of you. It pushes all of you out and away, except, and all of you take 11 points of damage, except for Blones, who takes 5. As this ice wall just kind of and this cold just kind of walking off.
I think Fergus is probably like knocked back against the wall. He's like, ah!
Oh boy!
Yeah, I don't mind that much, honestly.
And there is a wall between you and this creature.
That is annoying, though.
Do you want me to burn it down?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have initiative order or anything right now?
I'm gonna say it's very loose right now, so.
So I'm just gonna let everybody go first while I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just hold my hands out and burning hands the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm doing
I'm going
some
to-
gardening.
Cast invisibility on myself again.
Sweet boy.
One hit. That's all it took. One wall.
All right, so
Okay.
burning hands.
Doing a roll damage?
Yeah. No, I think you'll be fine. You'll be able to start to burn a hole into this ice. Make me a Constitution saving throw. It is very cold as you do this, even with the heat of your fire.
And the bear suit? Ah, that's not great.
You're gonna take 20 points of cold damage.
Holy God. Wow. The wall, my greatest foe. Okay. My hands are I'm feeling not so great. I'm gonna back up. All right.
But you have burned a small hole
just
that someone could pass through.
Don't look at me!
We can't look at you. You're invisible, and I'm gonna start like curling up in a ball, trying to warm up.
I guess.
I guess I'm gonna walk through the hole and hit it with a stick again.
All right. It's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze to get through this hole, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to. And a 16 will hit.
Okay. 8 bludgeoning, 11 fire. Ooh, much better fire.
Oh, right. And this creature, which had seemed to have like kind of almost like a catchy a breather, you just come up and you go right into it. It's looking pretty bad. It's really, really pretty bad.
Benneth,
And it kind of like stumbles back from your blow.
Ooh, does it stumble out of my reach, or can I just hit it in
Oh,
general?
goodness, there's currently a ice wall between you, which there is only a small hole.
Aw, Bloons was
Burned
gonna
in.
burn that down for me.
She got too cold.
I
20
tried.
points, 20 points of cold damage doing that.
And also Fergus went invisible again.
I leave for 10 seconds, and this is what you do to me. Oh god, how scary does that wall look?
So, the wall's not that scary, it's just very cold. And there is a small hole that you could attempt to crawl through 14-foot tall Dragonborn.
Crawl through? I can't just like smash my way through physically.
You could make that. You could.
I could
roll.
certainly try, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, you could certainly try.
I think I'm just gonna use one of my Oath of the Ancients special spells and just Misty Step through it.
You know what? That's fair.
Because fuck that noise.
Yep. You just.
Yeah, that seems
I guess-
far more efficient than waiting around.
Yeah, and I guess there is now a Dragonborn.
Cool. Punch it in the face with the sword.
Yep. Go ahead.
Kick him in the Jimmy. This is so cold.
Oh, poor little Bloons.
I tried.
21?
Yup.
Excellent. Hang on, I have to roll things separately because this is a d10. And then that one goes there. I have to roll my sword and my very last smite because I still probably should save some healing magic for certain friends of mine. And I'll just go.
Tiny people on the bench. Whoop, whoop.
You're just so small and fragile, you know? 18 damage to my buddy, the Ice Fiend
Yeah.
Devil. It just needs to go.
How would you like to do this?
I feel like I've developed a theme today, aside from eating inappropriate things. So let's stick with the classic. I would like to cut his head off. Thank you.
Very polite.
And as you swing your sword
Double-handed.
and just slice this ice devil's head clean off, kind of rolls off, and the ice wall just kind of melts away.
Very cool.
You see the last few packages.
Ignoring those, I'm just gonna take the time to make that big mark in my armor for the big fiend. Yep, tally mark. If I look behind me, how many of my party look like I should probably be helping them?
It's really just Blown, who is currently curled up in a ball.
I mean, I'm injured, but
Ferguson.
I'm really injured.
You're really injured. Wow, that
But
sounds really bad.
Invisible.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're invisible. I can't help you. Yeah.
Is it? I mean, if it's dead, then I might peek an eye out first, and then get rid of the invisibility.
I see Bloons in a heap first, so I'll go and go. There, little tiny, creepy, foul bear kobold thing, and
Mate.
gonna lay on hands on you.
Mage hand. Caress your face.
Okay, if you don't stop touching me, I'm not healing you.
No, mage hand is gone.
I'll just lay on hands him until he's good. How much is that?
I can take all you got probably. I think I'm like 30 deep. Let me
Yeah, I'm
see.
not giving you 30.
Yes. On a scale of 37, I'm only 7.
Oh, God, I leave for 1 minute, guys.
Yep.
I will give you 15.
Okay.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 15, Fergus looks like about a 4.
1 to 15. Holy. Fergus's campaign days would be rough.
His campaign was rough. He died at the end.
Man.
Hang on. No, I'll just give the full 20 to Bloons then, assuming Agatha looks okay, and I'll just use an actual healing spell on the most cowardly gnome I have ever met.
I do a lot of damage and then I hide.
Yes, that's what I'm gathering.
I'm a one-shot pistol.
I'll heal you for 9, and then assuming this was the big bad evil person, and I do not have to do anything anymore after this. This is all on you because I'm expending all my spell slots. I will heal you for 11. That should put you easily on your maximum amount of hit points.
Oh yeah. Like I only needed 2.
Whatever.
And
As long as everybody looks fine, I'll just spend all my healing because I'm just a really nice person you're taking advantage of massively.
I mean, I look like about 18 out of 37, but I also look like I'm ignoring it.
You can have the second cure wounds. Let's be honest, Fergus doesn't deserve it. Or need it. Take the 11.
He creates life. He creates puppies.
He also created very evil snowmen that tried to murder us.
Yeah, but the puppies made up for it.
We'll just give the 11 to Agatha.
But I cleared the dining room.
I'm
did.
just not gonna dignify it with the answer.
I think I'm just
And-
gonna start hitting all of the mirrors with my stick to try and break them.
Yeah, you're able to crack all of these. And you're able to gather the last of the gifts, having been healed up and triumphant. And you can head back to the tavern and back to where the sleigh and the deer are. And
There is a chance I'm eating one of the gifts in between. In general, if there's like a hand-sized one, it might, and I can't make any promises.
Here, take a handful of mirror.
Oh, that works.
Ooh.
and as you guys head back to the tavern, Nick just goes, well, that's been a long journey. But you've all done well, and perhaps we'll head out in the morning for the last leg. For now, let's turn to Bones. I'll buy all of you your hot chocolate or whatever drinks of choice you would like. And let's just rest.
I can just imagine that white bear costume having like a brown all down the front in the morning.
Yes.
And as you head back into the tavern to rest for the evening and perhaps to finish your journey the next day, that is where we're going to leave this episode of One Shot Wonders. You guys were triumphant!
Yay, we won! Thank you, Kienna.
We killed all the things.
You killed all
I
the
feel
shit.
so bad for Nick though.
Christmas.
You were trying. Okay.
This is what happens when you hire the first people you meet in a bar.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say this is what you get for discount adventurers.
Yeah. This kind of adventure. Cool. I guess it's time for us to wrap up. Thanks everyone for sticking around for as we went a little over time. But let's go around and guys, this is your time to tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and your favorite part of this one shot. Let's start off with Rachel. Hello.
Hi, I'm Rachel. You can find me on Twitter at @TheRachelEvil, the with 2 E's. I don't really do much else currently, so that's about it. And my favorite part of this one shot, I have to say, just Fergus walking in and utterly nuking things. Just like they don't matter at all. Like that was hilarious.
So good. Glass cannon. Like the ultimate glass cannon.
15 hit points, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made it though. Barely. Awesome. awesome. Thanks for being on here. And next up, Aniksta. Hello.
Hello, technically, name is Aniek. On Twitter, I am at Aniekster, which is very convenient for English-speaking folk, I'm sure. I think my favorite part was putting Blones in my backpack to have his little kobold teddy bear creep nap.
Creep nap.
That was good. Terrifying, but good.
Very good. Thank you. And let's move over to, Blown Soaps. Kyle. Hello.
Yeah, Kyle Sir Stalwart. Wow. Favorite part? It's tough. I would say probably just the fact that everything we tried to do was pretty much like, oh, this might happen. Yep, that's happening. Like the snowmen, it was the snowmen that attacked us, and sure enough, I mean, it was easily blamed on Fergus, and yeah, every time we went, oh, this is probably up there. Yep, that's up there. So us walking into faceful after faceful of premonitioned encounters was very nice, and Nick was super useful, so that was great. And I'm so happy that Lone's got a new bear suit. I'm very happy, and I hope he carries it with him always. And oh god, you ate his stuffing, which is still disturbing. Venice eating the inanimate objects was great too. So as far as locations, I'm at Sir Stalwart on Twitter, and I also run community campaigns, Stalwart Initiative on Twitch, and I'm here every Wednesday and then next year as well. So yes, thank you, Kienna. This has been the awesomest fucking adventure over one shots. It was great, and thank you for all your time and dedication.
Thank you. Scrat, do you want to go last? Like I do the thing, or I don't know.
Yeah, you can do the thing. I'll wrap up the character. It's been a lot of fun to reprise Fergus. Fergus was the character I played probably a year ago now, over on Encounter Roleplay, who died at the end, but I thought I'd bring him back for some Christmas fun. Yeah, like you say, the ultimate glass cannon. He high kill count, always the same. Always used to just be like, and then people would, try and crush him, and he'd disappear and go and hide somewhere. I remember him and another character once went to go and have milk while the rest of the fight-eating party fought some villains. Went to a milk bar and drank milk. Great. Favorite part of today's episode was the little bond between Dennis and Fergus. Like after the first heal hands, we're just like, we're listening at the door together. But, I thought that was a nice little thing about the two characters.
Yes, that was fantastic. I loved that. I love the dynamic in this party. It was pretty great. All right, and that just leaves me. Hello, I am Kienna. I was your dungeon master or your Christmas spirit or whatever is below me. You can find me over on Twitter at KiennaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm all over the internet playing role-playing game almost every day of the week. However, this is my final episode of One Shot Wonders as the DM, at least for now. I am taking a season hiatus because school is a thing, and scheduling was hard. But this has been the most wonderful 8 months, and this has been a great way to end it. Just, having fun, doing ridiculous things on lovely one-shot adventures. So thank you everyone who played today and who had played in any episode over this season, and thank you chat for being here and for being so wonderful, because One Shot Wonders would not be so wonderful without all of you and your love and support of this series. But yeah, just I'll be around. I'll hop in for some one shots on the channel over the next season, so definitely check that out. And yeah, with that, let's go through some admin stuff. If you like what we do, you can find our social links. We have a Discord with some really awesome people in the community where we love to talk about games, help each other, support us, add to all sorts of fun little conversations as well. We also do have a Twitter, which is the best way to get into a game like this one. As well, we do have a YouTube where you can catch up on any previous episodes that you may have missed. We are full time. Thank you everyone who has donated over the course of this episode or subscribed. But again, one of our best ways to support us is through Patreon. So definitely go for as little as $1. You can help get some awesome, cool content. And also check out our merch. We have some fun merch stuff where you can get the Skydice Academy logo on a notebook, on a mug, on a shirt, whatever else you would like. And again, a big thank you to our sponsors, Maychan Press and Burn the Storm, two very awesome creators in the community. Give them a lot of love and thank you from us, and for helping to keep this show going. Cool. I think we have a raid war cry, which is "Do you want to pet a snow dog?" Which is on point. So we're gonna raid somebody. Who are we raiding?
Before we get onto that, I think it's important to say thank you so much for the last 2 seasons, really, Kienna, doing the One Shot Wonders and bringing in loads and loads of new people. And this season, you've pretty much steered this show. I haven't been on it. You've just taken the reins and done some wonderful things. And between the two of you, you and Kyle, I know you guys have really made a difference to people. So thank you so much for everything that you've done. Unfortunately, I tried my hardest to get Kienna on the show next season. But her damn school rota just won't match with any of our times, so we'll be on this show. But do go and check her out over on Grimjack, over on Encounter Roleplay, over on all the places where she is. Make sure you check. WebDM, that's another one. Got an amazing vampire show coming up next season, right?
Yep, we have a Cypher Vampire show on WebDM coming up, so...
and when, what time of day is that?
That's Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, starting in January.
Definitely go and check that out. I will be checking that out as well, because that's going to be an epic party. It's going to be an epic group. Kienna's DMing it. It's going to be amazing. We are going to go and pop a raid to Madame Gandalf. Now, for any of you who do not know Madame Gandalf already, at the very least, stick around for her raid response. It is a thing of legend, okay? There's a full song and dance and all the rest of it. It's amazing. Thank you very much to everyone. We're going up to 5 days a week next season. We'll be streaming not only Monday to Thursday, 1 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m., but we're also going to be throwing Fridays in as well. So we'll be doing around 45 hours of D&D a week. Well, TTRPGs a week. Not including when we do stuff at the weekends as well. So all the D&Ds, all the TTRPGs. And if you want a game, just pop us a DM. We'll get you in the show. Keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you next time. Bye.